me the cup. Show me the cup. Let we turn this thing up. Let we turn this thing up. Show me the cup. Show me your cup. I want to act up. Make up alone, make up alone, make up alone, we drinking. Make up alone, make up alone, make up alone, we drinking. Show me the cup. Show me your cup. Let we turn this thing up. Let we turn this thing up. Show me your cup. Show me your cup. I want to act up. Where are they?
Give me 1 second.
Where are they, bartender? Where are they? Where are they, bartender? I want me drink. I want me drink. Stop wasting time. And I want it now.
I just want to make sure that everybody knows we do not own the rights to this music. This is
where are they, bartender? Where are they? Where are they, bartender? I want me drink.
We do not own the rights to this music. This is for entertainment.
And I want it now. No.
That's my DJ Rock.
Don't give me no drink.
All around the world we working together. Small island, massive hit the world. One of them can't come down like we. Matter of fact, one of them can't come fit like we. I wanna jam with you. You wanna jam with me. We gonna do this one with fun, unity. Is this new to you? Well, this is not new to me. After this one, you go on to speak this thing fluently. No hands in the air. Reach for the sky. Signal left, signal right. Show me VI. Hands on your waist. Do what you like. Walk it, walk it, walk it, walk it. Give it a try. Do you know about walk it? Do you know about walk it? Walk together. Walk together. What do you know about walk it? What do you know about walk it? Walk together. Walk together. Let's go. Put your hand in the air and walk it. Put your hand on your head and walk it. Put your hand on your waist and walk it. We walking. Walk together. Walk together. Walk together. Do you know about walk it? Do you know about walk it? Walk together. Walk together. Walk together. What you know about walk it? What you know about walk it? Walk together. Walk together.
Long time I ain't ready to bang tune. But
yeah, no.
Not a real heavy, no real food. Don't get me wrong, no beat, no. You're walking on slouch, don't know. I don't just you don't want me. Let's go to the chase, you know. So one thing that I really hate, when I hate, I'm looking up, so I hate. And then have the nut to come smile in my face. But not me, I need them to understand. I don't simple, but I ain't the one. The one on the when them lyrics touch you, hit the ground. You know I shot you down. When them lyrics touch you, hit the ground. Let's go. The bass, the drummer, the keyboards, poison. We bang. Running around acting so innocent. Everybody playing victim. Now it's time to evict them. Landlord in his bills. 2016 been a rough one. Steady trends, steady tribulations. Talking about one situation, me and my right hand man. And don't go jump into conclusion. I want to start confusion. I know you like bang. Relax and see where you coming from. Don't look at joke. Remember that year when you put up that pose? Like in a streaming, like a Santa Claus. Talking about I never want to play my role. You remember? Look for the tables turn. They swear boys in what I done. Come back no straight number one. Now you're talking, let's do it. What? You know I shot you down. When them lyrics touch you, hit the ground. You know I shot you down. When them lyrics touch you, hit the ground. Javi, Wimble, Apple, Poison. We running around acting so innocent. Everybody playing victim. Now it's time to evict them. Landlord in his boots. Then people know. Pass your head. The worries not. Listen, real man. Why you care? Like to be thing. You ain't even there. They giving out strange looks. Ain't was so how in my book. And it was laugh. Cause real soon they can keep their own words. My school. Now we back on top. They don't have the resource from right off the map. Remember these little few words. Which are blessed, no man shall curse. Me and a man no say. You don't pass each other no place. After the haters face. How that come it takes.
Where we going?
You know I shot you down. When them lyrics touch you, hit the ground.
Where we going?
You know I shot you down. When them lyrics touch you, hit the ground.
first round 10 shots. Then we going cool in the back. Look round, so on the scene. Alright, now find me a feed. Where we going? Big jump. Where we going? Big jump. Up the parking lot ram. Line by the door don't long. Where we going? Big jump. Who playing a big band? Fresh like fuck, no time to go eat. Straight to the bar with the team. Alright, got it first round 10 shots. Then we going cool in the back. Look round, so on the scene. Alright, now find me a feed. Band straight up, I don't line up. She ready for the walk, for the wind up. Go Africa, cut when the time up. Make up all of me white shot, man. What pop mother skull? False alarm. The lights turn off. It's only now party start. Front to back, wall to wall. Fetting like you know tomorrow. Fuck it, just buy the whole bottle. Fuck it up, make them remodel. The whole club lit. The whole place lit. Yeah. Your team lit. My team lit. Yeah. She pressing me. How come they dancing with Stephanie? Could not tell her it's jealousy. Baby, it must be the Hennessy. Oh, you know what? I gon' water them. And she could bring all her friends. And I gon' bring all my friends. So we can walk all of them. Don't watch me, watch TV. Remember what I tell me, see and don't see. Act blind, don't rap. That he got them rocking him. Look how she pushing it back. Look how she pushing it back. Just like that. Just like that. Look how she pushing it back. Killing it, shifting it back. I love her son and she trash. Cleaning the front, come on. Where we going? Big jump. Where we going? Big jump. Who playing a big band? Who playing a big band? Where we going? Big jump. Where we going? Big jump. Who playing a big band?
Look how I pushing it back, yeah. Liking the view from the back, yeah. Can't call him pussy starving. Then our bells ringing like mob, yeah. Trying up the mic from the band, why? I see your name on the card. And how much more times you and Dopsy? You want me to take so bright? Man, ship hot, no ras. Whole place lit when we link up, yeah. My whole team got them cake up. Some girls in the hair don't like we. Take a pic, face white for the makeup. And them eyebrows leaning, brows and flick just get a new meaning. I jamming on somebody bad, so jamming on somebody man. Yeah. We only want me not to pause it. Tell me your way to run. TBH, this is a manifest. Girls in the back in a Oxford context. But I try dip and Camino. Tito's got me biggest money like a gringo. Ay, papi, ¿cómo te llamas? ¿Cómo estás? Swan say rhythm up. Color when I'm mixing, get them up. Okay. Well, I like on we when me and my team put back big truck. Put through the crowd with my best friend. Go bestie, that's my best friend. Look at the flick of her ways. Look at the flick of her ways. Hey. He wanna come for a taste. But I just give her space. Hey. If somebody teething over her, and I turn around and he ugly. Move that jam down.
Send it back, 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 just push it back, push it back, push it back, push it back, send 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 it back, just push it back, push it back, push it back, push it back.
Look like you're
bend down low for the DJ, touch your toe for the DJ, rock 'em out, rock 'em out, rock 'em out, rock 'em out, bend down low for the DJ, touch your toe for the DJ, rock 'em out, rock 'em out, rock 'em out, rock 'em out. Send it back, send it back, send it back, send it back, push it back, push it back, push it back, push it back, send 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 it back, push it back, push it back, push it back.
Malcolm, I need a word.
One thing I just can't understand. How can some man get depend on a man? Rockin' Gucci, rockin' Louis Vuitton, but she don't have no money in her hand. BMW she drive to come in, looking fresh, looking nice and clean. But as she enter the club, the tow truck coming. She so shake you broke, stay your mother's son home. And if you broke, stay your mother's son home. And if you broke, stay your mother's son home. And if you broke, stay your mother's son home.
Buy me a drink now. My card ain't working. Buy me a drink now. You know why I like?
The mothers. The party hot, but you can't buy a drink. Catch them drinking out the bathroom sink. Fellas scream them get me before you get the pig. Cause if it not pink, then you know it well stink. Party done, now you can't find a ride. Blaming promoters and DJs outside. But the truth well hurts inside. Your mother's gone outside bombing right.
Right now it's all about the VI music right now. You know what time it is. It's that time of year. Sister, you look like you're having trouble hearing me, man.
How you mean you won't let me be?
Alicia.
Walk up inside there, we 20 deep. Okay. But nothing more gal who look very sweet. Sweet like a bro soda. Just need to bend over. Walk you good like a real soldier. Back man, you already know that. Now ball up the jank. Turn off the lights. Mix the cruise and rum and Sprite. We bout to get my shop tonight. Yeah. She said she want link sooner. Yeah. So I almost called for a Uber. Yeah. But I was hearing a rumor that I boom smell like tuna. Drop down and scrub the ground. Drop down and then scrub the ground. All good girls try and get some, so now fling it back, fling it back, fling it back, fling it back, fling it back. Let me catch that thing. Let me catch that thing. Yeah. Bring it back, 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 bring it. Let me tell you something. Yo, let me tell you something. You look well, honey. I think that you want me. Yeah, you tick, bro. Yeah, your girlfriend too scrawny, for real. One wine in a corner. Yeah, check choke, check Charlie. Dali bang, I do the rhythm right. Yeah. So you know we going pop. You say you got man and he play in a band, but I don't give a damn. I is not my one. And when we need the jam, if you gon' let me slam your guy, meet me up by the reef. Fling it back.
This is a Planet 6.
Let me catch that.
This one for the Trojan gal, them rock gal. Let this be our so fresh up in public color. Tell them I need for everyone to holler. Girls alone and they dance for giving me cent, 5 cent, 10 cent. Take me high like Captain Kirk. Move your waist to the beat first. Ride me like a way, girl, time to serve. Now clock in and go to work. Work it, work it, work it. Work. Now clock in and go to work. Pick it up. Don't afraid to bend over and pick it up. Listen, miss, this one for the girl to bend over. 6:30, set back bumper. Come right, come right, do the owner. No chair, hold tight, fall up. The thing fall, pick it up. Take your time, girl. Lift it up, wise up, girl. Bring it up, press your back, bend over, cut it up. Baby, come for the walk it up. Let me put your weight on your body now. Your skin looks smooth, let me feel up. Let me get up, big, give me pick it up. Alright, that's bring it from here, bring it from your side. I love the way you ride the bike. You way you hold the bike to ride. Take your time, take your time.
Bro, you playing real tunes tonight,
I love the way you ride the bike. You way you hold the bike to ride. Take your time. Listen me. Y'all stretch before she ride. Stretch. Like when you put on the helmet tie. Make sure the thing fit right. Y'all sit up on the seat of the bike. Girlfriend ready for the ride of your life. What did you do that night? She like ride the bike. I love the way you ride the bike. You way your holy bike so like. Take your time, take your time. Boy, girl, ride the bike. I love the way you ride the bike. The way your holy bike so like. Take your time, your time, your time, your time.
Take it down in a position. Tell your friend and them to pull your thing. I need your full compliance. Don't follow what I say. Girl, bend down, push back. Oh, girl, I like that. Bend down, push back. Oh, girl, I like that. Now this is the band you take over. Do whatever you want. Grab on your friend and grab on your girl. Them show me you succeed. Show me you succeed.
Last tune and we're running the show. Mr. No Filter. Start you when you're ready, bro.
Jerome, I got the way you was playing, I'd just listen to you for tonight.
Well, you know, now, right around now is around that carnival time for St. Thomas, so since they're not having it, you know what I mean? Yeah. You gotta bless them with a little VI music.
Nah, man, keep that vibe. So it's 9:03. You run when you're ready. You know?
Nah, well, it's 9 o'clock. The show starts. Let's do
That's
it.
it. Let me go when you're ready.
All right.
What up, Shan? I appreciate you tuning in. Just so you know, you're on camera and this is on YouTube.
It's your boy Rebel Tony rolling with my homie DJ Frankie. And me and Frankie are putting the waistlines to the test. So I have a question. Say, where that waistline from? Baby, where that waistline from? Honey, where that waistline? Where that waistline? One,
I see Trini come and test you. Trini that come represent you. Come wait for your island, let's go. Them Lucia girl bad like Denry. Come wait for your segment, baby. Split, go down for your country, honey. Split, go down for your country, honey. Them VL girl can wine for sure. Them VL girl can wine for sure. St. Thomas gon' put it on you. Then Kush girl go drop up.
The spotlight on real quick. Good evening. Welcome to episode 43 of the No Filter podcast. I'm calling this one Operation Lockdown. First things first, man, thank you to everybody for tuning in. My name is Taj LaRock, aka Mr. No Filter. To my what is that on the screen? Mr. A Boogie, where you at?
What's going on? Aloha, everybody. A1, aka A Boogie, aka Mr. Waistline. Just want to say blessings for everybody tuning in tonight.
Yeah, we can't see you.
You can't see me.
No, I can't see you. It's nothing.
Yeah, I'm here. I can see you.
Technically, if we was at the junction behind me, would be our DJ. Which one you want me to use, Mr. DJ?
What do you mean?
Oh, there you go.
Oh,
No, you good.
yeah.
DJ Geronimo.
What up, everybody? Thank you all for tuning in.
On my left, we got homegirl Lou, who's rocking the dopest afro right now. I'm jealous. I wish I could do that. You know what I'm saying? And then over on A1's right, we got our brother Lincoln. Lincoln, you still in there? You go. We got Optimus. You know what I'm saying?
What up?
Hey Boogie, we cannot see you. I repeat. We cannot. There's no picture. First things first, we always do this. Just want to ask everybody how their week was. So, Boogie, as soon as we can see you, I'd like to know how your week was. Geronimo, I'm gonna try, but I know how this goes.
I thought you was kidding because I could see him.
I mean, I can see everybody.
Yeah, I'm here, brother.
Well, you're gone now. I don't know where you went.
You're gone again.
Let me log out. I'm gonna log right back in. All right.
All right.
All right.
Hey, Geronimo, in the meantime, how was your week?
Same old, man. I was busy at work. You know, come home, drink a shitload of alcohol, play at a couple shows after work on the Zoom Live, like what we're doing right now. Same old shit, different week, man.
What shows are you on? Like what, you know, I mean, you know.
Well, I got this one. Last week I had the one on Friday for Unruly. That name was so long I can't even remember it right now. Luke will help me out in a minute.
It was Poom Poom Shorts and Prince.
There you go. Yep. And then the one last night with Hess. Tell them what that one was too. I don't even remember the names.
That's Wind Up Wednesdays.
There we go. So.
And what do you have anything else coming up besides this podcast? Do you have anything else coming up this week? I'd like to know.
As of right now, not really. We got the Unruly show again, but it's not this Friday. It's next week Friday, with the same Pum Pum Shots and Prince. That show is crazy, yo. If you missed it, you missed out. So don't miss the next one.
Damn right. Still don't see A Boogie and Mr. Waistline. Homegirl Lou, how was your week? How was it going for you, especially working from home? I can't hear you.
Still on mute. She's still on mute.
Okay, well, never mind.
No, I tried to. It wasn't letting me for some reason, but there's a message that came up, but whatever. My week is pretty cool, pretty interesting. I mean, I'm working from home. I went into the office a little bit. I mean, it's kind of regular day by day. IT.
How often do you go into the office?
I went once a week. That was what I told them that I'm gonna do, even though they prefer me to come in every day or as many times as I can. But I told them once a week is fine with me. So they'll deal with it. They'll be all right.
When you go in, are there other people in the office?
Yeah, I have 2 people that work in office, but for personal reasons, it works better for them. So me going in is making sure that they're good. Like we handed out masks during the week that I got delivered and making sure my people are good at least. And whoever else is there. I mean, we have people from different teams all over the place, but It's like it's like no more than 20 people in the building.
Okay. Cool. Yeah. Optimus Prime, I missed you.
I miss you too, man. What's good?
Nothing, chilling. Hold on. What's going on? Like we ain't seen you in a while.
Yeah, I've been ghost, man. Nah, just same as always, man. Same shit, same toilet for me, man. It's just work and everything else, man. So just still grinding like crazy.
With everything going on, do you get to see your boys? Like I haven't seen my son in a month and a half. I mean, I see him through we FaceTime, But other than
Yeah.
that, I don't see him. Have you been seeing your boys?
No, I mean I have, but not as often as I normally would before all of this. So they got a lot of work going on. So if they're there, I kind of want to disrupt it. So I mean they do work by my house as well, also too. But I don't want to mess up when they're already focused and ready. They already got a setup. I guess going. I don't want to mess that up in a way. So I still get them.
No doubt, no doubt.
Not as
Kind of the
often as
same
I
thing. That's why I haven't seen my son. I just like you're there, just stay there. You know what I'm saying? So Mr. Waistline hasn't been able to get in yet, so I'm gonna just continue. I'm gonna tell you, my shift's kind of simple. I wake up, work for a few hours, and chill. But I snapped. Vanesco, I know you know what I'm talking about. I snapped on my job today. I might be doing this full time because I don't play that shit. Fuck out of here, man. I don't call me Mr. No Filter for no goddamn reason. I don't give a fuck whether I'm at work or whatever. Ain't nobody gonna talk to me crazy without me wilding out. So if y'all know about jobs, anybody hiring, let me know because I might be employed. I didn't curse, but I did snap on these motherfuckers. I don't got time for that bullshit. Suck my dick. Anyway, damn, I really want Mr. Waistline to jump back in here, and I don't know what's going on. It looks like he's having issues. I don't want to start without him. Oh, hold on, no, damn, Andre's in here. That's cool. It's my domino partner from Dominica. I don't know him. That's A1's people's. We're gonna do this together. I'm gonna call A1 and see what the fuck's going on. We're gonna do this on speakerphone. You on speakerphone, brother? What's going on?
I think moving forward, even though I know that you have it where those that way, because sometimes it doesn't long term play.
People are literally jumping in right now, so I don't think it has anything to do with that. Do you understand? Okay. Do you want me to try to send you an invite? Because we miss you. Like, they looking at me crazy, like, where the fuck are you at? We done talked about our week. Jamaica Rose looked like I got about 3 more seconds before she jump off this motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? I got Andre in here, our domino partner. He's steadily drinking like normal, looking at me like, what's the fuck's going on? I don't want to move on without you.
Yeah, I mean, I think the sense of place look okay. Send me an invite if that's okay. It's not connected on my end. I don't know what's going on there.
All right, we're going to invite you. We are not doing.
Just keep the show going, and then I'll just jump in when I can.
Of course. All right. I'll let you in a second. All right, we're back. There you go. That's what's going on with A1. So Lincoln, Lou, Jerome, and I, Mr. Geronimo, we're gonna keep this shit popping. And in the meantime, I'm gonna keep pushing till. Oh, there he is. Look. Fuck yeah. We don't rock without our people. Fuck that. That's why it's called No Filter Family. You know what I mean? Hey, Boogie, you in yet? I apologize for the pause, but like I said, we ain't rocking with Pop, 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 pop. There he is. I apologize, people. He's connecting. Up and wait. There he is. The fuck?
Hello. Sorry about that, everyone.
There we go.
Yeah.
John Turner, what's going on? I don't know you, but I'm glad to have you in the building. First time I'm seeing you.
That's my Uncle John from Virginia. So thanks, Uncle, for tuning in.
So before we go any further, Mr. Waistline, how was your week?
I mean, I always look forward to Thursday. So, leading up to this week, it's been real productive. So, just trying to get things in operation. Just glad to be above ground and being able to still have income coming in. So, I just count my blessings.
We should do an episode from a subway so we can actually talk about being below ground. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So, but, just glad to be back on the show. We had some technical difficulties, so just glad to be back on. So let's get the show rolling.
Yep. Shout outs to Zoom for always letting us make this motherfucker happen. Don't know what, but yeah, it's cool.
All right.
Yeah.
So,
Go ahead, sir.
We took a shot yet?
Well, let's take one. Everybody want to take a shot, man. Put your shot up. I know Andre gonna take one with us. I know Travi's going to.
I see Kendra. Kendra's been drinking. Hess, what's going on, brother? Uncle John?
If you blowing a tree, let's go ahead. My sister's in here. No sympathy. That's my sister.
All right.
I gave her that nickname for a reason. Get you some Hennessy White. This is no sympathy. You know what I'm saying? Let's oh, hold on. Andre said, hold on. He about to grab some shit. That's the one. I gotta find me a bottle of that, man. I think the closest one is in North Carolina. Oh shit, is that Beverly? Beverly, what's going on?
Lincoln, what's going on, brother? Miss Becky?
Mr. Pennant. Go on, my youth.
All right.
Cheers. Dada. Yes, cheers.
Oh boy.
All right.
That shot was brought to you by Unruly Mass.
In conjunction. All right. So, one of the things that we were brought to attention is the coronavirus.
A1, be careful. Your fiance just logged in.
Okay. I'm about to block her real quick. So she's going on mute. But, the coronavirus has affected everyone in different fashion. So how does everyone feel about the states opening back up? Do y'all feel that it's too soon? Is it something that they should take a little bit more time? With everything still and the process, they haven't really got it under control. So what's everyone's thoughts? Miss Lou, Mrs. No Filter, what are your thoughts? I love the fro.
Thank you. As far as other states, honestly, I can't speak for other states. I can really only speak for Florida. I don't think we're ready to open back up yet. If we can stay home for the rest of the year, I would be so on board because I already told my job I'm not going back to work until like July, August. Okay. Don't expect to see me, only once a week. But I get it as far as the industries go, people, small businesses, they are taking a major hit. But it's all about safety at the end of the day. So I just feel if people, even if they do open a state, say tomorrow, and they're like, everyone go back to normal. Everyone can go back to work. Airlines, they can do whatever they're doing. Hairdressers, everything. I feel that if you do go, that's on yourself. You're going home at the end of the day. You're going back to your family and possibility of bringing shit back home to, your loved ones. But if you feel like you're ready, go. If you don't, stay home, but then you kind of run into that little thing of, well, yeah, I want to stay home. I don't feel safe going to work, but I have to go back to work. I've seen even in the news a little bit where, they're stopping the unemployment because some places are opening back and you literally have to make a choice. You can't get unemployment if your job is open again.
I think that's Tyson.
But you don't feel safe.
I think that's Tyson Chicken, right? One of the chicken or manufacturer companies.
Yep.
Okay. But it's honestly, it's down to yourself. Like if you feel comfortable to go, be careful, wash your hands, wash your ass when you get in the door, strip your clothes off. If you've been around, some shit, people nasty. Even before the pandemic, people have been disgusting. So it shouldn't have been much of a difference of how clean everyone has been, been practicing. But I'm not really too comfortable with everybody opening up back. But if it helps, some people and they have to and they don't have a choice, go ahead and do it, but just be safe doing it.
Okay.
Do you think that we're gonna like things are gonna go back to the way they used to be before, or is this it's completely different from now?
This is gonna be I feel like this is gonna be a new normal. So
do you feel like everyone should still wear a mask? How do you feel about people that wear masks versus not?
People wear masks in the cars. I think that's kind of stupid, unless you're an Uber driver or you have people who are possibly can be ill, like elderly people. I feel like, if they're in a vehicle, maybe, they should wear a mask or whatever. You never know what's in the air. But,
so
go ahead.
I wear a mask in the car because I'm allergic to the pollen though. So, and I have my, like that shit's blowing around everywhere. So not everybody's looking stupid in their car for, there's a reason.
No, that's perfectly fine. But when we're talking about like just the illness itself, COVID itself by itself. I mean, shit.
Going to the grocery store, going to get gas,
I feel like all of that. It should be, wear your mask. Some people are extra precautious. We're wearing gloves, but then you notice pollution with the gloves everywhere and cross contamination and stuff like that. If you're not doing it properly, don't do it at all. Sit there, man. Sit there.
I agree. Completely agree. If anybody wants to chit chat, we have it set up where everybody's kind of muted, and you can raise your hand, use the raise your hand feature, look at the 3 dots, whatever you need to, and just kind of we'll open it up and jump in. Mr. Pennant, you want in on this?
I don't think you're here.
Now I got him because you a truck driver.
What's good?
So,
can you hear me?
You a truck driver, so I want to ask you, how do you feel about them opening up? Do you feel it's too soon? Because you're literally hitting more than one state. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's still serious out there because what they're doing is at particular warehouses that I go to, they're checking our temperatures, and they're probably not even letting us go into some of the warehouses that we go into. So a lot of these companies that I deliver to, they're still on edge. They're still being precautious and everything like that. So with opening up the city, it's kind of risky because it's just, you just never know. It's almost like tearing the scab off of a fresh wound that's still healing. You know what I mean? Yeah. So it's touchy. I don't think it's time to open up the city yet because you're just gonna start the pandemic all over again.
Okay. Now, are you wearing a mask when you're out in the public?
Yeah, I wear a mask when I in the truck I'm kind of self-contained because I spend a lot of time in the truck.
Okay.
But when I get out and I go to like the truck stops and stuff like that, I have a mask and gloves on. Okay. And another thing is like when I go to the truck stops, they're not even letting us like go to the coffee spouts or the drink spouts and pour our own drinks. Wow. They're pouring it for us, and they're not even letting us touch anything. Okay. So people out there on the road during my day-to-day, everybody's still on edge. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Yeah. You can't go to restaurants or nothing like that. People are like, it's all, you can't dine in. It's all takeout.
Takeout. Yeah. No,
Yeah.
Definitely.
I talked about snapping on my job, and one of the things these stupid motherfuckers is trying to tell me that they were going to take our temperature when we came in. And I was like, so you telling me, because my building capacity is about 400. Are you telling me you got 400 thermometers? Because you can't tell me you're going to use a thermometer with a cover on it and then take it out, throw another cover and use it. Because if we got to be 6 feet apart.
Right.
Then you can't tell me that it's cool to do what we do, breathe on part of this, and then you're going to come back. Are you going to change your gloves for every person?
Right, you know what I mean? And they're not doing that. They're not doing that. It's people aren't being as careful as I think people are thinking they're being safe, but they're not really being safe. Like, because even with the glove situation, it's like you put on a fresh pair of gloves, you touch something contaminated.
You gotta change it right out.
Yeah, it's like by the time you know, it's like it's time to get a whole new box of gloves. People can't afford to buy boxes of gloves like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I'm gonna keep it a buck. I'm gonna tell you that they want to open back up to help the economy, but I don't think that most people can afford to be safe.
That's a good point.
That's like an old saying. That's like an old saying. It's more expensive to eat healthy.
Yeah. Like it's easy to say, but most of the there's a couple of nurses in here. A lot of the places are running out of PPE. They cannot afford to be safe right now, and therefore, like me, I told my job I'm not coming back until I feel safe. Do what you do. My life is definitely worth more than what you're trying to do. Because at the
I
end
wish
of the
I had
day-
that luxury.
No, actually, it's not a luxury. I don't have that luxury. I just keep it a buck. You know what I'm saying? If I got to figure out what I'm doing, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna follow Mr. Waistline's lead and learn how to work from home and or do my own thing. But I'm not about to put my life on the line. But I look at you as a truck driver. Do you leave Georgia when you drive?
Yeah, I leave Georgia. I do the Southeast. So all the cities in the South, all the states in the South, I pretty much travel to.
Yeah, that's crazy.
And folks are nasty. That's the thing. It's like there's as many people trying to be safe as there is as many people who are just nasty as hell. You know what I mean? So it's like you'll be in the restroom at a truck stop, and you'll be in a stall, and you'll literally hear and see people not wash their hands, still going out. You know what I mean? So it's just like, how safe are we being here?
Yo, the funniest shit in the world is when you go out, people without masks be looking at you like they want to thug you out. Yeah,
Yeah, man.
They'll be looking at you crazy. I'm like, yo, I'll shoot you.
Yo, it's the new
I'll shoot
normal.
you
Like
from-
if you
I'll
don't
shoot
have
you
if
with
you don't have a
6 feet
mask
away.
on,
Yeah. You get looked at,
But the people who don't have masks be looking at you crazy.
Yeah.
Like, I'll shoot you 6 feet away. That's how my shit works. You know, get the fuck out of here.
All right, so let's we definitely appreciate it. DJ Geronimo, let's get your thoughts on this, brother. Okay.
You caught him off guard like a muff.
All right. Miss Becky.
Yeah, Miss Becky, I really want to hear your side of this.
She works in the
because of what
law
you do.
enforcement. So tell us what your thoughts. You in Georgia, a lot of craziness going on. What are your thoughts about Georgia current circumstance? Can you hear us? No, we can't hear you.
No.
Okay, now we can. Oh, okay.
No.
No. All right. She looked like she's about to cut
Mouse
somebody.
though.
All right, we'll come back to you, sweetie. Just let us know when your voice is up. Okay? Okay. There we go. All right. Anybody else got any
fucked
input?
up out here, man. This shit ain't working right.
Yeah, I think we've just been having some difficulties today. So, Uncle John, what are your thoughts? What are your thoughts, Uncle?
Well, the sad situation is that you are caught between a rock and a hard place. You don't want to go out and subject yourself to some kind of illness that you can't recover from, but without income, you can't put food on the table, can't pay the rent, car note. So my first of all, I'm retired. I do not have to leave the house at all for anything except maybe to go to the doctor.
Okay.
But the people who do have to work and earn a living, you're going to have to take the necessary precautions, because now when the temperature gets up in the 80s, you're going to be very uncomfortable with a mask on your face and extra clothing on to
hot breath.
That's right. That's right. When I wear my mask, I put it on and it immediately fogs up my glasses when I'm breathing. So everyone has to walk their own road in the way that they can. And another thing I'd like to say is that I'm from an older generation, and I remember back in the 60s where people used to riot and start looting and everything because of they couldn't get jobs.
Okay.
They couldn't get a decent income. So it's conceivable that you can get something like that again. Do you want, riots and everything like they used to have back in the day in Newark, New Jersey, New York, Harlem, Detroit? So, you have to balance that with common sense, and you're just going to have to find a new way. Yeah, there's going to be a new normal for the time being, but I personally think it is going to gravitate back to the same way it was when you get on the straight and narrow and you working, income is coming in. So,
hey, Uncle John,
talk to me.
I want to talk to you for a second. You know, we talk about this and how like people got to get out there and make money and work. But I sat here and before this thing even blew out of proportion, right?
Yeah.
When it was just first going crazy in other places. I looked at the airline industry drop their prices. I looked at gas prices go down. I looked at everything drop. And so my question is, these people, in my opinion, I think these people had the money to do these things before. I felt like they could have offered us better prices. I feel like on a regular, everyday basis, we deal with price gouging. So I asked, why aren't they giving us those prices before? I would respect them not being able to deal with us and pay us. You know,
but our money can go a lot further. So I get what you're saying.
If these people were not doing it, because now when I got to go to Dominica or something, we go to Carnival a lot. And you know, I know you know, it's your nephew likes to do his thing. When we travel, it's $700-800 to travel, $1,000. Now all of a sudden we can go to the same places for $200-300.
Yeah.
Do you think that these people have the money and they're just price gouging and? Because and I say that because you know, I'm looking at the point where you say where we want to make money. I feel like these companies can actually support their customers, their employees for a certain amount of time. Eventually, the money runs out.
That's the point. Eventually, the money runs out. They can entice you to spend what little money that you've got, if you can afford it, to take a flight here, or fill up your gas tank more often, or buy some furniture or whatever, because they have got to move their product and they want you to do it. Now, if you're a responsible citizen, an adult, you know, maybe you got kids, should you spend money on something that's not really pertinent at that point in time? You know, because you don't know how long it's going to take for you to get back in line with everybody else. And yeah, the price is going to go back up.
Yeah.
Right now, OPEC, the oil producing nations throughout the Middle East and everything, and Russia, they are starving because their money comes in because of selling petroleum. If no one is buying petroleum, then, you know, they got to cut back on everything. Eventually, they will go back when we all start driving and flying and going shopping. That's going to happen, you know. But
Uncle John,
yeah,
I want to ask you for a favor, man. I want you to tune into our show on a regular basis. You really give us a different perspective of things, and I'm sitting here and I'm genuinely, I really appreciate it, because there's a lot of things that, you know, from you know, the younger generation has not seen or known. So I humbly appreciate you tuning in and giving your input. As I'm listening to you, you're making me sit here and think, and I don't want to get into a really deep conversation on here, because I got to be careful, because right now I want to talk to you. I could talk to you for the next 3 hours.
Well, I appreciate that.
I appreciate you.
Yeah, so we definitely appreciate Uncle John, and we'll get back to you in a little bit. So thank you.
Roger that.
All right.
Thank you so much. That was I almost want to take another shot after. He really made me think about a few things, you know?
Well, that's what happens when using your brain muscles. But I'll join you on that, by the way. So just to let you know.
Anybody want to take a shot with us? Anyone? You know, in the chat room, they talked about how unsafe it is to use public restrooms.
Which is because of the
flushing.
Yeah, which is a hand thing. I mean, to be honest, when I'm in the bathroom, I don't touch that thing with my hand. I use my foot, my sneaker, going on the bottom of the hill.
No, but you know, Lou said it before, like, how is this becoming an issue now when it wasn't an issue before? Like, what the fuck? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I don't know if anybody taking a shot. Hey, Boogie, let's take this shot and then let's jump into the next topic. I don't want everybody. Too many people dealing with coronavirus.
I was waiting on y'all. Wait.
Everybody's dealing with coronavirus on a regular, everyday basis. I know they don't want to talk about it. Just
Shout
kind
out
of
to
want to touch and see how everybody felt.
Shout out to all the people that became alcoholics during the coronavirus. So I just want to give that a shout.
Professional drinker. No, stop that.
Yeah. Thank you.
Only thing I gotta say is when we go back to the public, the bartenders better step up the game because I know everyone had got a heavy hand during this process. That's all I got to say.
Yeah, we've been pouring our own drinks. Cheers, family.
Cheers.
One love.
All right, Mr. No Filter, let's jump in the next topic.
Hold on. Let me pause. I need to swallow.
Oh. That's what she said, but let's leave that alone.
I'm gonna keep it a buck, man. This shit came up. I'm gonna read it to you exactly the way it was asked.
Okay.
A husband and wife are having their first child. The doctor says only one person can be in the room with her, and the person is gonna have to go home because of this stupid ass pandemic.
Okay.
The wife chooses her mom, and the husband's upset. How do y'all feel about that?
So
I don't know, but I just saw John Turner look like that shit hit a nerve. he shifted like, wait, what?
Well, since he's got some seniority, let's jump on Uncle John real quick.
Okay.
Uncle John.
Yeah.
So your first child, right?
Yeah.
Aunt Bronstein says you can't be there, and Mother Dear, she wants Mother Dear in the room for birth. How would you feel?
Well, obviously, since you are co-partners, husband and wife, male and female, whatever, you feel like you've got priority. However, now if your wife is adamant about it, you need to get to the crux of the situation real quick before these pains start coming on. It's time for delivery. So it's something that you should have discussed from the giddy up,
Okay.
But everybody's different. Everyone has a thought process about that.
So if Aunt Bronstein was saying, Uncle John, I don't want you in the room with me, what would you do?
Well, I think I would examine the situation because why is she excluding me from this? But a point in fact, my oldest son, my firstborn, he was born while I was in Vietnam handling ammunition.
Thank you for serving our country.
Yeah, call it what you will.
My dude, I like that.
The point of the matter is, when you have, in my opinion, when you have a male and a female in a situation like that, communication is the best thing. She may hate you for disfiguring her body, but that goes along with population explosion. Nothing you can do about that. So again, communication from the giddy up, and you work it out.
All right.
Uncle John.
Yo.
You told us you're from a different generation, but you ain't gonna use terms like giddy up and convince me. I'm gonna just let you know right now.
Oh,
and
sorry.
If anybody wants their body disfigured, I'm open for business.
By the same token, I'm closed for business.
So Andre,
specials. Go ahead, brother.
Andre Martin, you've been making some facial features. What's your thoughts? You have a child?
Actually, we are due in June, so this is
okay. Congratulations.
Thank you.
All right.
Thank you.
Congrats, brother.
But with respect to that specific question, right? I would go on the assumption that most of us are good people, so I would assume the controversy around that. But if the dude is not going to be supportive, then he shouldn't be there.
So let me ask you, what if the dude is supportive, but she's like that? They always talk about mama's boys. They never talk about
mama's
like the girls being that close with their mother. So what if she goes and she chooses her mom? It's not that she don't like you. It's not even that you're not supportive. In that situation, she wants her mom. But you as a father can no longer be a part of your first child. It's not like if your second and third child is like, you know what, I get it. I'll holler at you. But with the virus, you can't even be in the hospital. Like you got to leave and get a phone call from mom.
I mean, I get that, but in the same token, like you're not going through this process. So whatever she gotta do to make sure she comfortable with the process, that's really what matters. It's not really your choice. Like it's. I mean, you are a participant, you know, but you're not necessarily involved in the process.
So
pretty much you're just the donor. You just
making
follow the lead.
sense, but I do play devil's advocate. So let me get this straight. So you're a participant. When it's done, you also have to be the person who raises the child. Mom gets to go about her business. So you're not just a participant. You're literally like you're not just a client. You're also the president. You know what I'm saying? Like you're a full-blown part of this shit.
Agreed.
So you get to skip the nostalgic part.
All right, let me play devil advocate with you, right?
Let's
so
go.
You got a brand new car, right? You want a novice fixing it if it has a problem or an expert?
Let me explain this to you now. The mom is not fixing the car. The mom is not fixing the car. You understand? The dealership, the guy who owns the dealership is not fixing the car. It's the mechanic. All right?
You have
Holla
any
at me.
kids? Do you have any kids?
Yes, I do. And I was not able to watch my first daughter born because she was an emergency C-section and I had to leave. My second child, I was able to watch. That's why I said I'm playing devil's advocate.
Right. But the point I'm trying to make is like there is a support part of it, right? So the point I was trying to make is if the mother is more comfortable with a more supportive person being there and you're not the most supportive person, then I think that's her decision.
So you basically saying that it depends on the relationship between the husband and wife or boyfriend and girlfriend type of deal.
Right.
Okay.
Right. Like from my perspective, it's a matter of who's gonna provide the most support. Like,
so what is support? Like breathe, puff, puff, pass, you know, I mean, I'm just, playing around, but I mean, you're saying that the mother could do that better or the sister could do that better. Like that's what we're trying to get at.
It's not a matter of better for me. It's a matter of who's the person is more comfortable with.
Okay.
Right.
Okay.
So,
all right.
It's different for every person, but to me, it's whoever the person feel more comfortable with, because that's a traumatic situation. So
is this your first child on the way?
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yep.
All right. Hey, Dr. Love Jones actually does have a child and wants to say something, so I'd be interested to hear this. I appreciate you, Andre.
Appreciate it, brother.
All right. So I have a daughter. My daughter's 8. When she was born, due to miscommunication, I missed out on her birth.
You didn't pull out?
No.
Were you supposed to? Fuck you mean miscommunication?
No, what happened was she was at the hospital and we had to induce her labor and I was up all night. And in the hospital, they gave us the chairs was most uncomfortable and I'm already tall. So I'm tall, uncomfortable in these small chairs. So I didn't get no sleep. So where she was dilated at that moment, they said, baby ain't gonna come to like another couple more hours. So I went home for like an hour and shot back to the hospital. As I was on my way to the hospital, and I called in to let her know, she's like, yeah, I'm still, because she still was at 5 centimeters dilated. And at 10 is when birth can happen. So she's like, yeah, it's not gonna be a while. You could take your time. I still went up there as quick as possible after getting a quick shut-eye. And then when I went there, on my way there, she's telling me that the baby's here. She's so beautiful and stuff like that.
Oh,
so
damn.
I missed out on that. And that hurts me. That hurts me. Like I'm over it, but it still bothers me. And part of me wants to I want to run that back. I gotta give me another kid to run it back. So to answer your question though, I know this. That's a conversation that I had beforehand. If you bring that question to me at the hospital prior to you giving birth, I'm going to oblige, but then that's probably going to be the end of our relationship because I feel like if you can't even trust me in that beginning process,
Uncle John waving. He's not.
that-
I want to say something to you and to everybody in there. What everybody's forgetting, right? While we're speaking about this, is the reason they're asking. Like, she's trying to be. Look, we're in a fucked up situation. There's a virus going on. A lot of people seek their parents in situations like this. What everybody's forgetting is like it's literally dangerous. So my point would be, my mother shouldn't even be in the hospital. My mother's in her, in her 60s. I wouldn't even want my mother in the hospital. So that's kind of why I would have a problem with it. But I feel like we're forgetting some of the
okay, I forgot honestly, I'm not thinking about the pandemic. I'm not even thinking about that.
No, but the question is, in a pandemic situation, the reason it's like that is because when she chooses her mom, you have to leave.
Yeah, you can't stay there.
I can't do that.
You can't leave?
I'm gonna do it, but I'm gonna feel some type of way after that because at the end of the day, it's our kid. And I can understand, I can understand that, you want your parent there, this and that, but your parent wasn't there.
So you don't feel at any point that you might be being a little selfish to what's going on? Because
I'm being very selfish. But hold on,
we can't give birth.
Hold on, I'm being very selfish. I'm being honest. I'm being very selfish, and I'm gonna respect your choice.
Okay.
But I'm still gonna feel a way. I'm not gonna fight you in the hospital because the most important thing is to give birth to a healthy child. So I'm not gonna be like, nah, bump that, I ain't leaving and make a scene out of it. No, I will respect it. I will go home, but the dynamics of our relationship probably going to change for good at that moment.
So you be done with her?
Yeah, because at that moment in time, and me having a kid and understanding how after my childbirth and what I went through, I can see that if you came and leaned to me at that moment, then when that kid is here, whatever, I see a whole dominating type of situation of parenting where, because at the end of the day, women do feel that she may have made that decision, but then at the back of her mind, she gonna look up and give birth and realize the father of this child ain't even there.
Tammy, was it Tammy? No, Shan, excuse me. Shan made a good point. You can record it. You record the birth. That doesn't make it any better?
No, hell no. Hell no.
I agree.
Hey, hold on. I see some faces. I want to talk to Optimus Prime. He's a part of this.
All right, we're gonna get back to you,
Yo,
brother.
Andre said you can zoom it.
Zoom it.
Optimus, talk to us.
Tell us what your thoughts are, brother.
Man, husband and wife and husband, it's them two together and everyone else comes after that. So for me, I'm sorry, it's not an option. I'm not leaving. It's my duty, it's my job to make sure my wife and my child is taken care of. Because if God forbid, if something was to happen, I leave home and something happened or whatever, they got to call me back. Hey, emergency happened. I don't feel right knowing that I wasn't there. So sorry, moms has to go home, not me.
I respect. It's funny how
it's my
the
wife.
response is very respectable.
Yeah, it's my wife.
Don't move, Lincoln. I saw two people shaking their head. I saw Dada shaking their head, and I saw Vanesco. How many kids do you have, Optimus?
3.
Have you been there for all their births?
Yes, sir.
You watched the whole thing?
Watch the whole thing.
Fuck that. Mrs. No Filter, you just made a good point in the chat room. She said it's a one-of-a-kind experience. What's funny is it's coming from a woman's point of view. So I find that very interesting because it's a lot of men saying, no, fuck that. It's not cool or whatever she wants. But to hear a woman, because when the woman's having the baby, in my opinion, whether you like it or not, I think you gotta appease the woman. It's kind of simple, but I saw the faces in there. I'm sorry, Mr. Wasteland. Go ahead, brother.
Yeah, so Pretty Lucian said if my husband's immune system is weaker than Mom Duke's, he's taking his ass home.
Actually, Pretty Lucian, she raised her hand and disappeared. She tell her I said stop being a motherfucking punk and come up in here. Let's talk about this shit. I ain't scared of you motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying? Bring your short ass on. Let's talk.
So with you, just to confirm, Optimus, you're saying that regardless if your woman saying that she prefers her mom in the operating room, and like you're not gonna leave. So just to clarify.
I mean, I'm pretty sure I can't see myself leaving, number one. And number two, I feel like that right there is a stepping stone for more disasters as time goes on.
Okay.
I feel like if there's some trouble in the relationship where we have a personal issue, you want to go to mom's. No, we're not doing that.
Yeah. Okay. All right. So we're gonna get back to you, brother. So Pretty Lucian. Yes, brother.
Go to Pretty Lucian real quick. Yeah, go ahead. I want to talk to Vanessa.
She's talking a lot of shit. Go ahead.
Hey, mom, talk that shit.
You're both talking a lot of shit. First of all, at the end of the day, it's about the person giving birth. That's number one. Two, yes, it's a once in a lifetime experience, but if you have your husband who has asthma or has an underlying condition where he's susceptible to getting sick and could catch the COVID whatever that's going on, what use are you to me and my child if you're in a bed sick and you can't raise a child or you end up passing?
You know what that sounded like?
What that's gonna do for me? Not a damn thing.
It sounds like you sick, A Boogie.
It sounds like a bunch of bullshit. That's what I said.
Oh,
bullshit.
So I'm gonna tell you, Pretty Lucian, I'm gonna tell you this. If I was in that situation, I would ask my wife, girlfriend, whatever, one question. When your mother had you, was her mother in the room?
That's a different, but remember. No, listen. That's a different situation. Were they dealing with COVID-19? No. Your question was in a pandemic.
Yeah.
Were they going through a pandemic? No.
Is your mother older than 50?
Yeah,
yes or no? I'm just making sure. You short. You might be 17. A1 might have bought you online. I don't know. You know
I really can't think.
What I'm saying is that if your mother is over 50, if your mother is over 50, it does not matter what underlying condition I have, she got the same thing. So now you got to choose. That is the fact. Look at
a regular situation.
No, in the pandemic.
My husband, first of all, look at me off. If a regular situation, my husband is gonna be in the room with me. No, of course. Now if you're gonna be a punk ass bitch and pass, I'm gonna fuck you up.
And tell me, I'm gonna fuck him up after the fact.
You're not gonna be passing out. But in a COVID-19 situation, you have to look at it from both perspectives. If his immune system is not where it needs to be, then and my mom or his mom does not have an underlying situation and could be in the room with me, then yes, I'm going to be like, I need your mom or my mom to be in the room with me because you cannot be here. There's a bigger chance of you getting sick and you passing away. Then I'm a single mom. Fuck that shit. You're going to put your pride aside and tough that shit up.
All right. Now let me answer you since you didn't want me to cut you the fuck off. Let me say this. Right now, during this pandemic, if I am 35 or 38 years old, with an underlying condition, and my mother is older than 50 or 60, healthy, we are still in the same boat. They have literally brought that up and said that. So at this point, saying about who has underlying conditions, when we talk about a person who's of a certain age, 55, 65, I don't know, I'm a little older than most of the people in this room.
You put the age in there, put the age in there. You said about...
No, I'm asking you a question. What I'm saying is that you brought in underlying issues.
Because that's who they're saying, media-wise, that's who they're saying is not saying that healthy people cannot get it. That's what I'm saying. I'm saying the people with the underlying conditions, they're more susceptible to getting sick.
If your mom is older than 50, she's as susceptible as a person with underlying issues. That's all I'm saying. Okay. At that point, you're choosing the person you're most comfortable with.
In your opinion?
No, this is facts. I
No, that's
have
your
literally been
opinion.
studying the news. I watched nothing but the news half the time.
Hello, you could tell me what you want. I haven't seen it. You say it's facts. I haven't seen it. That's your opinion.
All right. Well, I'll tell you this. Look at the people. Look at the people who have been passing away. Tell me their age. Tell me. I got statistics if you really need to. But that's what Mrs. Waistline, Mrs. No Filter does. She comes with the paper and goes, well, according to this. But there are statistics that proves that older people and children have been the ones dying the most, but also Black folks too. We're starting to get it, but that's another topic.
That's a
But
different topic.
older people have been dying. I've lost older people. I've lost family members. You see what I'm saying? So if A1 and your mom have a choice, and A1 has, asthma, and your mom is over 60, yeah, you're really choosing for comfort, whether you like to admit it or not.
That's your opinion. I digress.
Well, that's cool.
Now you know what I deal with. But thank you, sweetie.
I deal with both of y'all, so it's cool. don't act like you ain't a problem sometimes too, motherfucker.
We got Hess tuning in.
I want to try to bring Vanesco in real quick. I keep seeing them making faces.
Okay, so
I
we'll get
can't find
Vanessa
them. I just lost
and then
them.
we'll get Hess.
Nah, go ahead. Let's get Hess because Vanesco disappeared.
All right, Hess.
Hess don't got children. This is gonna be interesting.
You trying to get children? Let's go. Let's see what's going on.
Thanks. All right.
So if your wife's told you she wants her mom or dad there and gave you the boot for your birth, barely. You got to turn it up a little bit.
Turn it up. You hear me? Can you hear me? Hear me? Hold on. Where's my volume thing up? All right. You guys can hear me now?
Yeah.
All right.
So what are your thoughts?
My thought. Back to what Todd said earlier about the wife choosing the mom over the birth father. For me, first thing first, that situation is very, very iffy because clearly he's not the birth father. If the wife could choose the that guy, the birth father, first thing first. That he's just a guy that's he's filling a position. That's first thing.
Okay.
But if I was in a situation like that, I know, it's a woman giving birth and all that stuff, and it's her body, but she's carrying my child, right? So I want to be in that room. If I can't be in that room, all hell's gonna break loose because you can't take that away from me.
Goddamn right.
I don't know if I will ever get that moment back. Especially if that's my first child. Are you telling me you're gonna choose your mom or somebody over the birth father? Then we're gonna have some problems. First thing first, and not because ignorant asshole about the situation, but I'm just saying, like, you got to take into consideration my feelings as a father, or becoming a father. Entering into fatherhood. You can't strip that from someone.
So let me ask you a question. Let's just say that you fought, and she still didn't want you there. Do you feel like the relationship's gonna be over?
Well, the relationship won't be over, but you just open up a door for a can of worms, because now the relationship is gonna be very rocky, because that situation is always gonna be brought back up into the the relationship. Every argument, every situation, you're gonna be like, well, you did this shit to me, so you're not gonna feel in your right state of mind because she just robbed you of something. No one in this world like to get robbed, point blank.
So Hess, I want to ask you something. What if the mothers are actually a nurse? Shan threw that in there, and I think that's a good point.
What does that got to do with anything?
She knows what she's doing.
She's not the nurse of the. First of all, when you,
I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm gonna tell you that as a person who doesn't have a child, you may not get that, but there's a lot of people who will go to a hospital where their parent is a nurse, because not only do they know what they're doing, but you get so you're in an even more comfortable situation. That I have seen.
But you gotta think about, first of all, you choose your doctor and stuff like that, right? So even if that person is a nurse, that person is still not allowed unless you allow them into that room. So even though they're a nurse or not, they could be a nurse or doctor, you still have to allow that person, especially they're not working for that hospital in particular or whatever birthing center.
Department.
You know,
Oh, yeah.
so you still have to choose.
Yo, Unruly T got me scared as hell to leave my house. The way she looked, like if I leave, I'm gonna get fucked up. I hold my own, but she's making me a little nervous. Yo, she look like she about to thug somebody out.
He said you better suit up.
Hey, Vanesco, you've been making a lot of faces, man. I'd like you to jump in. Is that cool?
That's blessing, brother. We'll get back to you.
Blessings has done already. Talk to us, brother.
Hey, yeah, I mean, I think everybody's making good points, and I don't know if it's giving excuses, but I mean, I'm a father of two, and I don't think there's any moment other than when my wife was walking down the aisle that was more memorable than me being there for the birth of my children.
Okay.
So, I mean, you could understand from the point of the mother for your safety and everybody else's safety, but there is no way you're robbing me of that moment. We have many excuses that we bring up and say, you know, maybe if the father is sick or this and that. I mean, we could talk about all the different scenarios from now till tomorrow. But the end of the point is everybody who's been a dad here knows that when you witness the birth of your child, it's something special, especially the first one.
Yeah.
You know, so that is something you can't take from me. Definitely, I'll leave the room, but man, those are wounds that would never heal, for sure.
I respect that.
We appreciate it. Definitely get back to you. So,
Jerome,
homegirl Lou, what are your thoughts, sweetie?
I mean, I don't know. I think I said basically everything that I wanted to say already in like the chat, but I don't have kids. I can't say anything too much about it, but if it comes down to it where if I like had to choose, those who know me know that like I'm a mama's girl. Like bottom line, I am like, that's me right there.
So
that's it.
You're gonna give your husband the boot?
I didn't say that though. I didn't say that because at the end of the day, my mom is only here for a limited time. Granted, we don't know when anyone's going to be with her. You know what I'm saying? So, and especially the fact that like my mom has no grandchildren or whatever, like she's going to have an experience regardless whether she's in the room or not. Just the fact that she's alive to see this happen and be able to see her grandchild, she'll be fine. Me and him did this together. Me and him is going to be raising this child together. He was definitely there to make this baby. He should be there when the baby enters the world. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, it's a decision where, you know, hey, that's not the time to want to piss her off because fuck around and she might just kick you out as the father. You know, you could be the father all you want, but you pissed her off. So all that's out the door. You know what I'm saying? So tread lightly, and he you know, it's not even a winning situation. It's not like, oh, I win over the mom or whatever. I hope you and the mom get along, but you made this baby, so you should be there at the end of the day. Plenty of time where grandparents can come in and do what they do, you know, but yeah, he stays in the room, and if he ain't there, there better be a damn good reason why he not there. It's not even such thing as a replacement. It's not if you can't make it, well, my mom's gonna come. Nigga, where you at? unless you working, you know what I'm saying? And you know, depending on the type of job that you do or whatever the fuck, you could be overseas. We never know. But overall, I think the father should be there. And then if it comes down with the COVID situation, I mean, if that's the case, fuck around and I'll talk to one of the nurses and be like, I don't want nobody in the damn room. If it's that so hard, if it's so hard to choose, nobody in the room. I'm doing this. See y'all later.
No filter. You keep talking like that, we're gonna fuck around and have a little no filter. I respect that shit. I salute you. We're gonna fuck around. We're gonna have twin little no filters.
Oh, yeah.
It is what it is, yo. For real. I mean, that's a really good question though.
DJ
Geronimo, what you got?
What up, man? Yo, I've been having trouble like a motherfucker over here. Finally, think I got it sorted out. So, I'm trying to get the question right. What's the question again?
Let me repeat that for you, word for word. A husband and wife are having their first child. The doctor says only one person can be in the room with her, and the other person has to go home due to the pandemic. The wife chooses her mom. How do you feel about that?
Why the fuck would she do that? I mean, what? Why? If you have to choose between two, why would you choose her?
Because of the pandemic, so now you can only have one person in the room with you.
Yeah, but we're both at risk. So why would you choose her?
I mean, you know, certain females so
If you're worried about that, bro, there's PPE. You can fucking wrap me in saran wrap. Like, I don't give a fuck. You know what I'm saying? There's no reason for that. You could wrap me in saran wrap. You could cover every inch of me. Just make sure I can breathe and hold the kid when it comes out.
Okay.
There ain't no fucking body. Especially that's my kid.
That's your kid.
Matter of fact, the mom ain't got nothing on me. I'm gonna be in there.
Yo, listen, Mr. DJ.
Yo.
Shan had her hand raised. We're gonna let Shan rock, and then when she's done, if you don't mind, I'd like you to please bless us with some more music. But we're gonna, we take a shot first.
I'm gonna let you know. I'm gonna try. I've been having trouble, but hopefully it works out. All right.
If not, it's gonna be a couple of shots we take for this break.
All right.
Yeah, what's going on, sweetie?
Me personally, right now during this whole pandemic situation, I would choose my mom. Otherwise, I'll choose my husband simply because my mom is a nurse and I was fortunate enough to have a child and have my child's father and my mom in the room at the same time. And it was a much better situation for me because she knew the questions to ask. She knew what medication I was supposed to get, what I shouldn't be getting. And I felt way more safer with her in the room. And I think during this particular time, even with this, even now with this pandemic, my mom is a person that I call and she can tell me what I shouldn't be doing and how long she projects that this will last with all of this. So in a situation where I have to go in now and have a child that my first time, this is my first child, I would definitely have my mom there at my side to know it's my kid, to know who should be wearing what protection, who should be giving me what should be going on at that point in time.
So Finesco said,
my husband, I think if anything, especially during this time, I will have the discussion with my husband prior to, like, listen, I need for you to understand that it's best for my mom to be in the room because if this is our first kid, neither one of us knows what's supposed to be going on in that room.
So Francisco said a valid point. He said, respect to your mom, but there's other nurses in the hospital.
Yeah, but the thing, I don't know. There's a nurse at the hospital, yes, but it's a difference when you have faith in that professional. There are doctors and nurses everywhere, but you can't guarantee that you're going to get the proper care. They overlook things. There's human error. When you know you have someone with the same medical background and they are there advocating for you, it's a totally different experience. Totally different. And that's why I said I would have to discuss it with my husband prior to, and you would just have to understand that.
So what if your mom
wasn't in this situation, it might be best health-wise for her to be in the room than you.
I want to throw a twist in real quick, right? And this is some real shit that I'm dealing with. One of my coworkers. Again, Vanesco, you know this person. I have a friend at work she's a lesbian. Her and her wife are having the situation. Who does she choose? Do you feel like it's different because it's all women involved, or do you feel like it's the same thing? Like, fuck that, I still want my mom. I didn't mean I didn't mean to drag this along, but as I'm listening, I'm just thinking, like, as a woman, I might be kind of offended that you want your mom in there instead of me. You know what I'm saying?
I don't think it would be any different if it's a woman or a man, because regardless, it's still your child. It's more so the sentimental attachment to the experience itself, which becomes the issue.
Correct.
That's really what it comes down to.
All right.
because each person's going to have their own sentimental attachment. The mother is attached to you because you're her child, and now her child is having a child, and now you're with this other person. You two love each other. You're sharing this experience where you're now bringing forth the child. I'm just looking at it from the standpoint of, if we're talking about right now specifically during this whole pandemic, I would love a medical professional behind me compared to it just being an emotional attachment to something.
So a person made a valid point. They said, what if your mom wasn't a nurse?
Well, she's not a nurse, and it doesn't make a difference, and cool. But I'm saying for me personally, because my mom is a nurse, I would choose my mom.
So would your husband be okay with that going forth?
I mean, I know me, I would feel some type of way if it was on the flip side where I would not be able to experience that experience. I get it. I totally understand it. But I just think during this whole pandemic situation, it's a really touch and go situation. And being that I've had a child, I know what it is when you're laid up in the hospital bed and you can't really do much. So your kid is in a whole other room. You don't know what they're doing to him. You got to wait for him to come back, all of that stuff. It's better for you to have a medical professional to be like, hey, can you go call that nurse or go check on that other nurse and see what they're doing, see what my baby is, see what's going on. Your husband kind of not really gonna know stuff like that, like if you're in and out of medication and all this stuff, it's a lot that goes on when it comes to having a baby.
So let me ask another question, brother. You get this one right after. What if this is your first child, but this is his second or third?
Oh, well, then I would, if he's a present hands-on dad, I would definitely feel more comfortable.
Okay.
Like if he's that kind of dad, then yeah.
Go ahead, brother Tom.
No, I'm good. I was gonna say, we can go ahead and let Geronimo run because, there's just so many things we can go into. Like this one topic literally can run for 3 hours. I'm looking at the people's faces and stuff, and I'm just like, this can go on forever. Like right now, I would really love to tap into the people who want to have kids. Like we asked the question, is this going to be the norm going forward? Yeah, it is, which means that this question is going to be relevant according to the way a lot of us believe for a long time. But we can't do that. I really want to hear Geronimo. I really want to take this shot.
All right, so before we jump over to DJ Geronimo, he's still getting set up. So I want to get
Nah, bro, no look. My hard drive, it's not reading my hard drive.
Okay. All right, so what we're gonna do is this. We're gonna take a shot, and then we're gonna keep it moving. How's that sound?
Sound great to me. I think I thought somebody had their hand up.
I definitely want to get Tammy because she's been her face looks like she's doing backflips over there. So.
Hey, Duana got her hand up too.
All right,
Tammy, I'm kind of scared because I know she don't live close, but at the way she looked with the bandana on, I'm just not sure. I'm looking at my door like I want to put something in front of it. You know what I mean?
All right, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna take a shot, everybody. So get your juice, your water, your milk, your blunts, whatever you guys got.
You notice that she's unruly T in here. She's Dukunu in one place. She's a DJ somewhere else. I'm just saying.
All right, so everybody, y'all ready for a drink? All right.
Shout out to our DJ though. Cheers. Wow.
Dukunu, tell us what's going on. What's your thoughts? Because you look like you about to explode over there.
She's still on mute.
Can y'all hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you now, sweetie.
Well, when I had my first son, I was fortunate to have my mother, my aunt, my 2 cousins, and plus my kid's father in the room.
Damn, you had a family reunion.
But
God damn, what was it, Thanksgiving?
Yeah. I had a whole bunch of people in the room, so I was fortunate to have that. But with the pandemic that's going on, my mother is 60 years old. And she already had the experience of birthing me. So she already had that experience already.
Okay.
As far as my kid's father, he didn't have that experience. You know what I'm saying? So I'd rather for him to be in the room so we can go through this together, experience this together. And where people saying that how the person might not know the questions to ask, you'd be surprised. When you're in a certain situations, the question does come about and you would ask the questions. As you're looking at the baby, you might say the baby's hand is blue. Why is the baby hand blue? What is this? Because, in the whole process leading up to that, both of us are reading books. We're watching movies. We're watching birthing channels. We're going to birthing classes and stuff like that. So we get to that point, we're going to figure this out together. We get home, we're going to figure this out together. Now my mother, like I said, she already went through the whole experience. So if I need advice, I know I can call on her. Or if I need advice, I can call on his mother to help me with the situation. But at the end of the day, that's something that we got to go through together.
So you want that experience to be between the both of you, in other words.
Exactly. Yeah.
Okay. So what happens if, you know, like Pretty Lucian said earlier, he's not built for that and he might pass out. Do you feel that, how would you feel if he passed out?
It's part of the experience.
And yeah, okay, he might pass out during the experience. Don't worry, we got oxygen. I give him some of my oxygen that we get. We suck it in together.
Wake your ass up.
Thank you.
Let me tell you, when I was in the room for my son's birth, so for my daughters, I wasn't able to be there, and for my sons, actually, her mom and I were in there. What was funny is when it was done, they put the placenta in this container.
Yeah.
I'm good. My stomach ain't. I mean, my stomach's weak. Like if you throw up, I'm gonna throw up. But like blood and all that don't bother me. You know what I'm saying? Blood don't bother me. I'll thug that shit out. But I was walking by because you know they put the baby into that warming thing on the other side of the room, and I'm going back and forth. Are you okay? Keep in mind we had an argument that same day. She threw a hammer at me. She missed. Right? Yeah, I had to fix the wall before we moved out. But I'm walking back and forth. I told her, I was like, yo, that placenta shit, y'all need to get rid of this because I feel like it's staring at me. It's not weak, but I feel like every time I walk by, the shit was like red and blue. I was like, nah, get that shit the fuck out of here. Nah, hell no. Now the baby's born. Like, why is this shit still in the room?
Still me.
You know what I'm saying?
That is hilarious. All right, sweet.
And I videotaped my first birth too. I have it on videotape too.
Oh, you did?
Yep.
You show your kids? Because, you know, mothers like to torment their kids with stuff like that.
If they were boys, I mean, they were girls, I probably would have showed it to them now, but I don't know if I should because they're boys. I don't know.
Okay.
Yeah.
I was going to ask, like, what kind of porn is that?
It's not porn. Shit.
It's not.
If I can see your vagina, it's porn.
Oh, gosh.
Oh, my gosh. That is so funny.
Oh,
But that's cool,
goodness.
though. I mean, I don't know, like, I know I want to be there, but I don't know about me recording. I kind of feel like that's like our special moment. Like I want my goods be, you know, seen to public view beside everybody in that room. That's just me.
Yo, I do. Go ahead, Tammy.
Huh? What do you mean? You said you wouldn't want to record the whole thing?
No. So like, you know, like you said, so did you see your son coming out of you with the camera?
What later afterwards, when I came home, I did watch it and I saw him coming out. Yeah.
Yeah, see, I want that, like, that's too much of my goods being exposed to other people. Like, that's between me and my woman. That's all I'm saying.
No, nobody else has seen the video besides me and the kid's father. No, I would never let nobody see that. No way.
There are some people that do that though. They'd be like, oh, look at the birth, and then everybody a cinema, you know?
No.
Nah, dog. Who else need to see a woman pum pum getting stretched out?
Exactly. It's bad enough that I had everybody in the whole family in the room and they saw all that. You know what I'm saying? So.
Hey, Duana's had her hand up for like a minute.
Yeah,
I want to give her a chance. Thank you, Dukunu. Don't shoot me. Stop thugging it out. We're not in Brooklyn.
All right, so Duana's my best friend from Jersey. So just want to let you guys know that. What's going on, Boston?
I am well. How's everyone?
Everybody's blessing. So tell us what your thoughts are.
Since Mr. No Filter likes facts, it is a known fact that Black and brown people die at a higher mortality rate when giving birth. So if during a pandemic, you would want someone who has birthed children, that being your mother, whoever raised you, in the room to ask those questions like Miranda said, that they know to ask. Not that a man doesn't have the ability to ask those same questions, but you want someone who's been there and who can help navigate the childbearer during the process. So pride aside and special moments aside, just thinking about the safety, health, and well-being of that mom and that child, it seems like during this chat, most women are picking their mothers to be there. And I think it's because it's a shared common experience that they can help that mom to be, help navigate through that experience. And so, and just knowing that, I think during a pandemic, it would be more helpful if the mom was there to help share that experience and help navigate through that experience because she's been there.
Okay, so let me ask a question. Let's just say that you and your husband, you guys attend all of the classes, preparation, you know, the breathing techniques. I mean, y'all went above and beyond.
Right. The puff puff pass, as I think somebody said.
When it comes down to it, you would prefer your mom versus your husband if you guys have taken all those steps just because he doesn't have that experience?
Like I think her name is Shan said, it is not an easy decision, but it would be a decision really based upon the comfort of that child bearer, because we have to assume that she's already stressed during the pandemic itself, and now she's even more stressed having a child during the pandemic. So you don't want to add stress to her by having to really force her to make a decision between the husband and the mom. And again, like I said, I think based upon experience, a woman knows what should be going on in that room, and then knowing fact that we die at a high mortality rate, I think the woman may always lead towards the mom.
I'm gonna tell you that D. Will made a good comment in here, right? And I think let's twist it up. So let's say the dude has a child before you, and you're an only child. Mom doesn't have more experience than him. Does that change things?
So the dude has another child, and say that again for me, please.
The father has another child, right? I'm talking to you because I'm talking up north talk. Dude got another seed on the side. You know what I mean? The guy got another seed before he met you. Now you in the situation, and you were only child. Your mom has as much experience when it comes to childbirth as you know, dude. So does that make a difference? Good
Again,
point, Will.
It is. I don't discredit it at all. I think it boils down to the comfort of the child bearer. It's like I said, it's already stressful, and like Shan said, it's not an easy decision. It really
Tawana,
comes down to the comfort of the child bearer.
It's childbirth. There's only so much comfort. You're
That
about to
is,
get your
and then there's
vagina
always so
stretched
much
the
more
fuck
that can
out.
happen.
You might take an epidural, you may not. It's only so much. It's only so much comfort you can get.
That is true.
See, when the baby's born, this motherfucker is supposed to be a part of everything. If he's not there, then you want child support, and he's not doing this, he's not doing that. But you're gonna rob him of this experience, and then tell him, hey, now you got to do this and that. At that point, he might feel detached from the child because he did not experience the same thing that you did. Come on, let's talk. Let's talk.
But like Shan said, that's a conversation before that happens that you have to have.
But what if you had the
really
conversation
hash that
in
out.
December, and now we in the end of April? Is it midnight? It's about to be May, and now there's a pandemic.
Right.
How many people really decide they want to have this conversation again? Like you plan. A lot of people, and I know this from, family and friends. I'm not attacking you, but you brought up the whole Taj like facts thing, so I'm gonna holler at you. You know what I'm saying? But we still good. You family. If you family, you friends of his, you friends of mine. But you gotta understand, like things are literally changing on a daily basis, maybe weekly. Right. I don't want to get too ahead of myself. But you might have had this conversation, you got a plan, and dad is now, we got this. Now it's a pandemic and the situation has changed. Let me tell y'all, there's a difference between saying you can't be in the room, I'm gonna go sit in the waiting room, and you can't be in the room, go home, we'll let you know whenever what happens.
Right, I think I read part of a comment.
What about the parents who don't find out about the gender? You know nothing until your mother calls you or your mother-in-law calls. Come on now.
Right. I think somebody I can only read like partial chats when I'm listening to you, said that is it about a special moment or is it about the safety, well-being, and health of that child being born? I understand the special moment. I get it. But do you want your child to be born really safely and healthy, and again, knowing that everything is done right in the room? Not that a man can't participate in making sure that kid will be born safely and we born
Tawana, are you a teacher?
I was.
Huh?
I wasn't an adjunct professor. Yes.
I can tell just by the way they talk. Nobody excites you. You just Same tone, I got it. Hey, listen, Donna, we're gonna come back to you, but Dada's had his hand up for a while. He looked like he left. Dada, you back?
All right. Thank
I
you.
want to run over to thank you so much. I appreciate you.
Dada.
Dada. Yo, Dada, what y'all deal with my youth?
I think he went to go smoke a spliff.
All right, well, then we go cut him out of it. We're gonna move. I think Hess was next.
Hess and Tammy. Let's get Tammy's first, because you know they two peas in the pie.
Yeah, this will be fun.
Hey, Missy, what's going on? You feeling all right?
Hey, Boogie, you gotta unmute her for. Here you go. Go ahead, Tam.
Am I unmuted?
Yes, you are.
There's an echo because of Hess's computer.
Yeah, he's about to turn his off. Okay. So, I mean, I spoke to Taj earlier. I know I said I wasn't going to really be speaking tonight because I'm a little under the weather, but I'm sorry. This, I know I have no kids, but I don't even have words. I'm kind of like, I look at pregnancy completely different. Like, I found that, you know, a lot of us, we look at pregnancy like we're sick. You are not sick unless you have a serious complication. You are not sick when you give birth. Like, this is a natural part of your body. Your body knows what to do. So unless you're having serious complications ahead of time, or, you know that you're high risk for something, you know, it's nice to have your mom there and say, okay, they're a nurse. Maybe they need, you know, they're going to be able to ask nurse questions, but that is what the professionals are for. You picked your hospital, you picked your doctor, you are there in their care and in their trust. Your husband or your boyfriend or whoever he is, the baby's father, should be part of this experience. This is you and him.
Yeah.
You know, having your mother, your sisters there, that's just a bonus. That is like, you know, something extra that you get to share with them. But at the end of the day, it is you and the person you made this baby with. And, you know, people should be having their babies at home. That's my opinion. Like, if you're healthy enough to have your baby at home, have your baby at home. Then you can have the mother, you can have the brother, you can have everybody there, whoever you want, right? And so for me, it was just burning me inside because, I know I don't have kids, but being somebody that wants to have kids, like, this should 1000% not even be an option for your baby's father to not be there.
So what happens if
That's
Hess
just my
passes
opinion.
out? What you gonna do? You heard me?
I can't hear anything.
I said, what happened if? Oh, can you hear me now? Hello?
Oh, I got it now.
Can you hear me?
I'm sorry. If you said something, I didn't hear you.
It's all right. I said, what happened if Hess passed out while you were giving birth?
Oh yeah, I'm with Miranda. He get beat down.
Yes, you look like the fainting type too. You look like the fainting type.
I would print him a shirt that says "passed out during birth."
Oh gosh. Oh gosh. All right. So we definitely appreciate your input. It seemed like it's a 50-50. I think majority of the men. I mean, it's sad, but at the end of the day, it's like if you're married, it's a joint effort. We don't have any kids right now. I do know when the time does come, I want to be there. I want to be able to see that first breath, that first the sight. And then not trying to be selfish, but if I know that my woman has some type of medical issues and there's things that I'm not prepared for, then I'm going to do my part to learn what the hell I got to learn. You can call it selfish, but shit, it was us in the bed. You know what I'm saying? I was the one that laid that nut, so I should be able to see that seed come out. That's just my thoughts. So.
And if you need advice from your mom, who happens to be a nurse, there's a birth plan in place. Ask the questions you need to make. Interview them ahead of time and be like, what do I need to ask? What do I need to look for? Put it in your birth plan, because you have to supply a birth plan to the doctors before, in case something happens to you and you're not able to communicate. They refer back to your birth plan.
Yeah. Pretty Lucian wants to say something real quick, and then Hess will get on you real quick. Oh, Uncle John. Sorry. Thank you, Tammy, for your input. Where's Uncle John? Uncle John.
I got it.
Okay, cool. Old school. What's going on, Uncle?
Okay, just two things actually. When you said something about being childbirth during this this COVID situation. Seems to me that the hospital may limit how many people can be in there or who can be in there. I know I was in the hospital for four of my children, of my 5 children.
Okay.
And at one point in time, when my youngest son was born, the doctor said, I'm sorry, but you've got to leave because your wife has got to have a C-section. I was disappointed, but I stepped back. The second time, for my last child, the doctor said, oh, you don't want to be in here for the C-section. I said, I got kicked out the last time. I'm not getting kicked out this time.
Okay.
And yeah, his concern was that if I saw blood, I was going to drop like a sack of potatoes. But that didn't happen because it doesn't bother, somebody else's blood doesn't bother me as long as it's not mine.
I got you.
But when you put in this pandemic thing, will the hospital allow another person in, a surrogate, the father or the mother or choice? Because they don't allow, up here in Philadelphia and New York, they do not allow anyone else in the room when somebody dies. So that's the point that I'm curious about.
All right. So we definitely appreciate that, Uncle. We're going to get, Hess has been holding his hand up for a little bit, so we're going to get to Hess. And then we're going to jump over.
Yo, next time, Tammy needs to give Hess the damn phone because they sitting next to each other. We can just run on.
All right. Tell us what's going on, Hess.
People.
Can't hear you.
I mute myself. Can you guys
No,
hear
you
me?
just got it low.
You good?
Anyways, we individual people, okay? Because you know what? I'm gonna keep my damn mouth shut. But anywho, right?
We can mute you if you'd like.
I mean, this is no filter. Hold on.
Yeah.
Go
What the hell
ahead.
do you think this is? This ain't Wednesday special.
I can still get in trouble. Live on Facebook? No, I mean YouTube. Shit. Anyways, right? I know we still on this damn topic. We need to move on. Feel like, but I'm gonna send my two.
Actually, we wanted to move on and we were texting, but we're not gonna disrespect you. You want to talk? We're gonna let you know. You had your hand up for a while. We're gonna make sure we, you know.
Okay. Well, just to add to, what I said earlier as well. Like, obviously, yes, I would like to be in that role. But my thing is, if I'm not in the room and you choose your mom or somebody else, I'm in the waiting room. I decide to comply. And now
No, you're not in the waiting room. That's the point. It's the pandemic. You have to leave.
You can't wait. You got to go home. You got to leave.
You can, in certain hospitals, you can wait in the waiting room.
Not right now. Not right now, brother.
That's right. Me and Sam just went to the hospital and she was allowed. I went to do something and she was allowed to wait in the waiting room. So it depends on the hospital, I guess. They checked her temperature. She was allowed to wait in the waiting room. But anyways, if you're not, put it this way: whatever you gotta wait, whether it's in the car, wherever the hell you gotta walk outside and take a smoke break. Put it this way: if I'm not in that room and that child is born, what you gonna call me later? Tell me, come, yo, sir, can you come sign his birth certificate? Like, tell your fucking mom to sign that shit.
And if we break up, tell your mom to pay the motherfucking child support too. Get the fuck out of here, man.
Sign that shit.
Oh gosh.
Call me later and tell me your turn now. Your turn. You can come in now. You can sign away.
So let me talk to you, Hess. As it turns out, I know your mother and father-in-law, and they're very much involved with the family.
Right.
Like, I don't know how else to say this because you know what I'm saying. It's like,
let us say it, bro.
No, but like, how do you deal with that? Because you know how the movements are with your wife and her parents. They're a big part of a lot of things they do.
Right.
and there's a very tight net connection, and you know that.
Yeah.
And she'll be damned if she choose her mom to go into that waiting room. Move your ass out the camera. It's my turn. Like I said, she'll be damned if she choose her, because I would have a fit. And I would tell her, hopefully you and your mom could deal with that situation, but her mom won't do that.
They would never do that.
Yo, listen, I appreciate it, Hess.
Yeah.
To Dada and to Dr. Love Jones, I apologize, but we actually have a lot of other topics, and we got to move on. Like, I'm sorry that DJ Geronimo is he's working on it.
He's good. He's good.
Oh, you good?
Okay.
Let's
Sounds like
put a
he's
shot.
good.
Oh shit.
Let's put up a shot and let's roll Geronimo.
We're gonna
Yay.
take
10:45.
All right, brother, you good?
Rock till 10:45.
So we taking a shot?
Of course.
Yo.
You good?
All right, DJ Geronimo back on the inside, man. I apologize.
Yo, you on the inside with a jacket on.
Yo, DJ Geronimo. Pull up that sound. Up.
Shot.
All right. Well,
where your drink at?
Shots, motherfucker, shots. I'm gonna take it off. I'm gonna start it off nice and easy for everybody. You know what I mean? We got serious issues, serious time, so start it off slow and see where it goes.
Shots to our DJ.
All right.
Na. Yeah. And I said these are some serious times. All I can see around us is just violence and crime. Full time for us to centralize, socialize, and realize. To let the sun shine throughout every day. Let the moon shine through the peaceful night. This is 7 times rise and 7 times fall. But I don't really believe in the falling things at all. Cause life continues as it goes. If you really want to know the truth of the truth isn't being told. No. So I said, these are some serious times. All I can see around us is just violence and crime. Full time for us to centralize, socialize, and realize. So let the sun shine throughout every day. Let the moon shine through the peaceful night. This is 7 times rise and 7 times fall. But I don't really believe in the falling things at all.
I said we never get a chance to be together. Go with you, I love you. I said it's a pity you already have a wife, and me don't have a man in my life. Good boy, it is a pity. I say it is a pity. You already have your wife, and me have a one man in my life. Good boy, it is a pity.
Guess I'm expected to say, God bless you. But you left me, you never left me. And when I'm there right now, I can't even say F you. I said it's cool. I hope you can't live without me. Can't eat, can't sleep, can't breathe. Can't get your mind to stop thinking about me. Can't eat, can't sleep, can't breathe. Oh, I hope you wind up lonely. Can't eat, can't sleep, can't breathe. Then you walk away, you could have still come hold me. Can't eat, can't sleep, can't breathe. Oh, I bet you think I'm supposed to smile. Put the best outside, put on an act, to protect my pride. You want me to take it like a man, but I'm a girl who cries. So if I puncture your ties, don't be too surprised. And while I'm at it, hell, I may as well key up your car. Cause what you did to my heart, that's an act of war. With every step you take, I'll be one step behind. Won't let you get me out of your mind. I want your mind and wait now, man. Can't eat, can't sleep, can't breathe. Can't get your mind to stop thinking about me. Can't eat, can't sleep, can't breathe. Oh, I hope you're wind up and lonely. Can't eat, can't sleep, can't breathe. Then you are going wish you could I still come hold me. Can't eat, can't sleep, can't breathe.
Dry cry, even tears, even my heart cries, but who cares? Whose fault's no one but myself. Things do happen, words can't explain. Beyond the human reasoning, joy mixed with pain. People would spend time just for us to separate. They don't want to see us reach nowhere. Oh girl, and you know I care. Why does it have to be this way? Can't tell you go, can't tell you to stay. Just one of those days. Just one of those days. I'm a little one. Let me stop German Luger to hype. Lose them like this and I take a piece of 45 and 16 on Magnum. Now flex to right. German Luger to hype. And they can't make no feud. Lose them like they are 15 control a whole house in steam. The one Mach 11 run where Lana pumping. Dirty that carry fine.
DJ Geronimo. Yo, DJ Geronimo.
Oh, he's zoned out.
Yeah, but he's having a mix-up.
Not really.
All right, well, let's let it rock then.
Justice, bone price, the skill of the God, the man will try the prince. First of all, but definitely soldier man, please, Mach 11, Uzi, and all the M3. All of them, they belong to the Israeli. Oh no, Jamaica, no let us live free. And follow put the Banton. Hear what I'm saying? Mr. 9, send to Mr. 45, and 16 on Magnum. Now live to right. Lose them life. Oh, let me just 45 and 16 on Magnum. Now live to right.
I'm blind to you, haters. Can't touch me, war instigators. This every single ask you how the world runs so. Said I'm blind to you, haters. Can't touch the room of creators. Miss every single hey, ask you how the world runs so. When things stop off, them a smile and a laugh. They woulda love to see you fall by the wayside. Them all a dig up your past, pray for you don't fall fast. And trigger mode from blast like them nana pride. Blessed love to the youth them. When they punch them red that feel nothing no way. Send out message to the youth them. Praise the Almighty, don't go astray. I'm blind to you, haters. Can't touch me, war instigators. Miss every slow flight. Ask you how the world runs so. Said I'm blind to you, haters. Can't touch my creators. Miss every slow flight. Hey,
and she left me, I know. Saying she's going to stay. From the other day, says she a flap up on me, says she go flip with the little shots, and she have itch up on the rip. It's like she all forget about the royalness. A friend and company, she a follow me get the tip. Yo, round about, she just a jump, she just a skip. Say what and put the others where you know you used to keep. Say what and put the king where you used to be with. Yo, well, me say that a aunt, a loyal, she just gone. What a night. I feel good when you're wrapped up in my arms, dancing to a reggae song. Feel good, feel good. I feel good, cause your perfume isn't loud, and only I can talk about. Feel good, feel good. You feel like velvet rubbing over my skin. When your hair dances on my chin, wish we were alone, baby, just the two of us. Yes, every move you make gives me a rush. Oh, oh. Wine some more, show me that love unconditionally. Make believe we're alone, just you and me. Hate the problems, leave them behind. Don't let it show. Go, baby, go, baby, go, baby, go, baby, go. I feel good.
Hot sexy the punky girl, me say that you want me, and it no matter what your man say. Man, I say, cause you know, so that we are filling up one day. I take the punky, me punky, girl, me say that you want me, and it no matter what your man I say, cause you know, so that we are get together one day. Yo, come and sit down and I watch you every day. Yeah, I'm know, so that you want come away. Here say your boyfriend I treat you like Jay. Woman, you know, so that you should have there with me. You know your man I play. I'm a
inclination.
Now them condemn with you, we're born a foreign, but how them are gonna manage, cause we're done rule already. Now this is the season set, so turn down the gecko. Cause dance all get hot, so the kids them want them props. For the season, hear the reason.
No one can steal this moment, cause we're just so alone. The vibe just keeps on flowing and moves on and on. I see the young girls dancing, the rude boys more romancing, making simple passes. It's a pleasure to see people in harmony for the ones who rule. Born Jamaicans rule.
This is season circle, turn down the gecko. Dance all get hot, I know the kids them want them props. This is season circle, turn down the gecko. Born Jamaicans from the map, I know why easy non-stop.
Y'all get ready to put y'all up on something, man. Yo, when you see something ill, you know what I mean? That's woke. Anything ill you see is woke. Have me with Big Six at the club, that's woke. Okay. Especially if you got the fully equipped kid on it, it's woke. Like, you know what I mean? Like, yo, I had this bad chick uptown, she was woke. Had me messed up in the head, I mean. Whoa. Bought the chick diamonds and pearls, I mean. Whoa. Should've seen the ice shining on the wrist. Whoa. Now money ain't the problem, see my dough is like. Whoa. Pull out my bankroll on y'all dudes like. Whoa. Lost the blue strip and 2/10 like. Whoa. Money wanna beat my blueprints, I'm like. Whoa. Had to hit the.
DJ Geronimo, thank you so much for the lovely music.
Yo.
You brought me back to my late 90s, early 2000s.
Yo, Geronimo, I want to get back to that motherfucking woo shit at some point tonight.
Right?
That shit right now. Shit,
That was a tease.
I ain't gonna lie, you struck a nerve a little bit, like when you hit that shit.
Yeah, I was waiting for some other music to come through next, but
That was a tease, definitely.
Nah, you know what happened, man? Is that first topic, I guess it struck a nerve. It did what it had to do. It went on a little while, and we had a few of them lined up. So, you know, we're gonna jump into the bullshit. Everybody want to take a shot with us?
Yeah, I was about to say that. Yeah.
Sure.
Mrs. No Filter, you got one?
Of course. I'm finishing this bottle with y'all tonight. So yeah.
I've already emptied 3 bottles, so don't.
I got another one. I've been on, you know, y'all know what this is. I've been on it. So.
Oh, that's Neil's knockout punch. Yo, look,
I ain't knocked out yet.
Neil's not here.
Drink
He's not
on this
here, but if y'all need some of Neil's knockout punch, man, you holler at one of us. We'll make that shit happen. Trust me,
yeah.
It works. It works. Yo, Andre, we need to get you some of Neil's knockout punch. Use a Dominican like we. You'll appreciate that rum punch. You know what I'm saying? Hey, yeah, man.
All right.
I appreciate y'all tuning in. Please, everybody, no matter what we do, be safe.
Wait, A1? Damn.
Oh, sure. Hold on. I'll get another
This
one.
is why you gonna end up having 2 kids in the same year.
Shake, you gotta shake the titties.
Oh, hold on.
You need to shake the titties tonight.
Yeah, show the titties, man.
Show the titties.
Can I see the ass?
Hold on. You got that
Jiggle.
All right, I'm in.
Hey.
Yo, his name is Dwayne, but he tonight he's 021603. We gotta deal with you tonight, you know that. Me and you, we're not done, you know that. We gotta talk to you tonight. We gotta have some fun.
Man. All right, so we got a pretty interesting topic, brother. Go ahead and bring it up because this is something that's gonna be hilarious.
Pause. I need to swallow again. I want to ask y'all a question. Do you kiss your significant other after oral sex?
Yo.
Just say it again. Just say it again. Now you're coming into my realm.
Yo, you still saw everybody's facial expression.
Yo, Becky looked fucked up, and Becky never looks fucked up. She like, wait, what?
Let's get Becky. Hold on. That is.
Hold on. Let me ask the question again. So, do you kiss your significant other after oral sex?
Oh,
Becky, what's going on?
Hold on, Becky. Wait. Before you, because Becky's snapping.
Becky, what's going on?
We can't hear you, but trust me, we get what you're saying just by your facial reaction.
I love Becky, yo.
Okay.
Oh,
let's make this grown up real quick.
Oh gosh.
Uncle John.
Dada.
Who? Go ahead, A1. You take over.
Dada, what you saying, brother?
Yo, Dada, you talk to you.
Unmute him.
All right.
Hold on, I'm unmuted.
Yeah. Sorry about that.
Now, am I doing it or are they doing it after?
Yo, your girl she bobs you off, you know what I'm saying? Slow bob, soft neck. You know what I'm saying? She gargles peanut butter. You nut in her mouth. Are you kissing her after?
No.
So let me ask you something. So what if you eat in the box and she's squirting your face?
Yeah, I'll kiss her. Yeah.
What if she don't want to kiss you?
That's ridiculous.
Yo.
That's ridiculous. That is ridiculous.
Guys. Yo.
If it's the other way around, it ain't happening, Kevin.
Oh boy.
So wait, so you can nut in her mouth and not kiss her.
Mm-hmm.
But if she nut in your mouth, it's all good.
Straight to heaven, baby. It's all good.
Hey, go to the bathroom. Go brush your teeth. Come back.
Can I ask why is that?
Why?
Why is that? Why is it okay for her to squirt in your mouth and you're okay to kiss her, but yet if you nut in her mouth, why is it not okay? I just want to hear, you know.
I ain't never had a nigga nut in my mouth before. What are you talking about? Like,
it's you. It's you.
So it won't be me, and it won't be the next motherfucker happening.
Y'all gonna make me take my hair out tonight, girl.
I want to add something to the scenario. Dada, Mayu. So they say people argue whether squirt is piss.
Nah.
So you're cool if she
being recorded
pisses in your mouth and then you kiss her, but you're not cool with some natural shit like nut.
Nah, it depends on who's squirting. The squirting.
Fix your face. Fix your face.
Yo, squirting ain't piss, bro.
So can you enlighten us? What exactly is squirt?
I saw something on YouTube.
You wrote a song about it, like to hear it?
I've seen something before on YouTube.
I'm gonna take another shot just because.
I'm gonna take more with you. This is getting interesting.
All right, so we
Hold on, I need another bottle. I finished this one. Hold on. This one's done.
Right. We got Travis.
Trav.
What's going on, brother?
Hey, what up?
So would you let your girl kiss you after you bust a nut?
Okay, wait, whoa. That was not the question.
That is the question.
At the beginning of the day. Mute your shit real quick, bro. Anyways, I'm gonna answer the question that y'all asked from the beginning. So y'all asked, would you kiss your significant other after they give you head?
No, that's not what I said. I said because I'm asking men and women, would you kiss your significant other or the bitch you fucked last night? Because they're not always significant.
That's true.
After receiving oral sex, like you bust in her mouth. What are you doing next, Trappy Trav?
Okay, so that's what you.
And you dance with midgets, so be careful.
All right, that's what you should have said from the jump. If I bust in her mouth, I'm not kissing her after. Nah, I'm sorry. That's not for me. That's not my liking. That's not for me. Right?
But what if she swallowed all of it?
I'm done.
I'm asking you a question. We grown-ups here. I'm asking you.
No, that's fine. That's fine. Listen, okay.
So there's no nut. It's not on her face. It's not on her mouth. Literally, it's all gone. Your kids are not being born this week. Like, she swallowed everything. So what we doing?
If she swallowed everything, her palate is nice and good again. Bet I'm a rock with it. I'm a fuck with you.
All right.
So you kissing her?
So you would kiss her?
Shit, if
We got a winner. We got a winner.
If I'm
fuck with you on that. Hey, listen. The brothers, these brothers all got some shit to say.
All right. So let's get
Run tune.
Run tune.
As he cooks.
Well,
you look like you eating some pussy right now.
I've been watching him cook, y'all.
Matter of fact, he got a baby on the way, so he know about not wasting nuts. Go ahead.
Now find up some fish.
You got to talk.
Can't hear you.
What was the question again about?
Hey,
your mic low.
Can I repeat the question to my protege, Mr. Runtune?
Of course.
Mr. Runtune.
Yeah.
Your girl's giving you head. You pop off in her mouth, like you bust off in her mouth. Are you kissing her after?
Okay, that no.
Well, you're squat nasty, so be careful when you talk to me.
Bobbing and weaving. That's not happening. But as far as I would kiss her depending on the sloppiness. Like let's say she go down on me and she just goes, yeah. As far as me finishing off and nothing in her mouth, and she try to kiss me, no, that's a no.
So what is she squirting your? What is she squirting your mouth?
I'm fine with that.
Okay.
Totally fine. And but if she's like down there spitting and gogging and all that, that's a definite no. But if she's cute with it, like a little simple.
So she gotta be clean. You want her to be clean.
Yeah, you can't be all slappy and spit like Ghostbusters slime everywhere. No, I mean that's a no. And as far as the squirt thing, I'm Gucci with that.
You look like he had a good experience.
Squirt is not piss. It's a mixture of bodily fluid and piss. Okay.
So listen, we're gonna split this conversation, right? I want to know how you feel about kissing your significant other, but I also want to know how everybody feels about what actually is squirting. I've heard this conversation a million times, and there's no really factual. Excuse me, Mrs. No Filter. Go ahead.
No. I was just saying before you try to get into that subject, like the next subject, like the +1. Like, I mean, I didn't hear any other women answer, so I just feel it's only fair.
Hold on.
Okay. I just wanted to make sure before you got there.
All right.
But I like to go last. So, after the last woman goes ahead, I'll go ahead and get my answer and then we can just go from there,
This is why you're Mrs. No Filter.
Let's go to Bling Dutch.
Yep. Please. Hey, Bling.
Yes.
Let's go down, Missy.
Let me ask you a question.
Yep.
So you're giving your man some head, right?
Why couldn't you ask me about the coronavirus? That would have been better.
I answer. I can answer. I'll answer. Wait a minute.
Hold on. Rosalie.
Yeah.
So is you and my homie Hosa, right? And he pops off. You're giving him head. He nuts in your mouth.
Yeah.
Oh, by the way, I apologize for my actions today on our call, but it was necessary.
No, I still love you.
Right. But it was necessary. But are you kissing Hosa after?
No.
Why do you say no?
Oh, because yucky. No, it's like kissing myself. That's not it.
Listen, to me, honestly, I'm going to be honest here. Okay. I'm going to throw an answer. for how good it was.
Well, yeah.
No judgment zone. It's a no judgment zone. It's okay.
No filter. No filter. Excuse me.
Yeah, I mean, just saying. Wait a minute, I have to go and get some clothes on.
All right. So we definitely appreciate it. We got D Williams. D Williams.
Oh boy, this is gonna be dope.
Yes, my answer is absolutely yes.
Okay.
Because if she took the time to do me right and she done swallowed all my fluids, I'm gonna do her right and show her the passion that she deserves.
That spoke like a grown man.
Well, D Will.
Hey, Mr. D.
I've known you from other areas, and we sparred before, you know. So I want to ask you something.
Yes, sir.
Because I know, when he said let's go to D Will, I was like, this nigga, if she can swallow it, the nut could. I don't know. He's cool with a lot of. He's a very in my opinion, open dude.
Yes, sir.
So what actually is squirt in your opinion?
In my opinion, when she squirted off 10 feet in the air, that's piss. Ain't nothing but liquid piss. But if she's squirting, you know, the band is just all wet and it ain't come out, that might be cum and all that good fluids. But that's straight up.
Run tune is not hearing.
that old got a water gun in your face. That's just piss.
Okay.
That's all. So,
all right, we definitely appreciate it.
So I want to ask. I apologize, Mr. Waistline. Are there any actual squirters in here?
Mind your business and move along.
All right. Well, I see two. I'm gonna leave that alone. So let's get to Hess. Hess wants to talk to us. His hand is raised.
Hold on, sorry.
Yeah, you and Tamara. I'll be honest with you. This conversation, you automatically win because my sister is your wife. So yeah, go ahead.
I'm gonna try to keep it as PG as possible.
This is the No Filter podcast.
This is not a PG show.
Like I said, you see that big red thing on the top there? It says live.
Oh, okay.
Anyways, on some real shit.
Yeah.
On some real shit, like it depends on the level of kissing. Like the only thing I would do is a chicken peck. You know, that's the whole.
Fine.
Get out of there. You still gotta deal with. But anyways, like I said, chicken peck. As far as going in, nah. You see licking fingers and nah. Like I said, I'm not doing all that. I'll give you a chicken peck and you keep it pushing.
Okay.
So hold on. Cause fuck that, man. Last week y'all was sharing devices to shave. But if you nut in her mouth, you're not kissing her?
Like I said.
you got a business called Hairless. Everything's clean.
Yeah, everything, even though everything is clean. Like I said, if she give me sloppy toppy and all that. Even though.
So she's squirting your face.
When you kiss, you share saliva and whatnot. But when it comes to ejaculation, I'm not swallowing or tasting my own nut. Fuck out of here.
But you're not tasting your nut. If she swallows all of it, you're not tasting your own nut.
What you mean? It still got remnants.
That's why I said.
Nigga, this is not. We're not talking about fossils. It's not artifacts. It is what the fuck it is.
That's why I will stick to the chicken peck. Chicken peck.
You know what's fucked up about this? Is y'all niggas watch porn, and y'all motherfuckers look at this shit where they bust in their mouth and all that, and then be like, nah, but I don't want that. Y'all motherfuckers also watch porn where y'all make sure that it's big black cock. and then be like, no, I don't want this or want that. That's why I challenge motherfuckers, because people are very fake. One of the things we wanted to do on this show, and I'm not saying US, I'm just saying in general, people, we want to talk about things that people would like to talk about, but they don't. And motherfuckers be fronting on a regular basis about, I'm gonna tell you, man, there's a few motherfuckers who might do shit, I ain't gonna call you out, but who might do some other shit, because I know who you fucking, who be in here, and then be like, nah, I don't do this and I don't do that. Y'all need to start keeping it a buck, man. I'm not here to call nobody out.
So we got Bling coming back in. She wants
Yeah. No, I don't think she's really coming back. Oh, Bling, you really want this smoke?
You want that? All right.
Hey,
I have clothes on now.
Yo, you got a shot? You got a shot?
There are any squirters, and I'm saying every man in here should have raised their hands.
No, not every woman's a squirter. Is what I was saying. What's about female squirter?
Every man is.
Bling Duchess, are you saying that you're a squirter?
I'm gonna have to get alcohol. Wait a minute.
What'd you ask?
Are you a squirter?
I'm not answering that, but I will say that I would think
You're
that
on the wrong. You made a mistake. You came to the wrong podcast, and I apologize, because what we do here is we keep it real.
Oh, well, I keep it real, but that's not something that I talk about.
Hey, Lou.
Yo.
You know.
Hold on, I can't see you yet. Hold on. Oh, yeah. Oh, nah.
All right, shot.
Yeah.
Take the titties.
Oh, shit.
Shots, doing my Perrier. Oh, I'm gonna go and get it.
Run-Tune got something to say. Let's jump on Run-Tune. What you going on, brother?
Yo, honestly, brother, we can't hear you. It's really difficult. If you can move closer to the the
No, I
phone.
think you got it on Bluetooth. That's why. You gotta take the Bluetooth off.
Oh, is that why? Take the Bluetooth off.
Take the Bluetooth off.
Sorry. Oh, look at that picture.
Check. Can y'all hear me?
There you go.
Better? No, real quick. Somebody said everybody's not a squirter. That's a lie. Everybody's a squirter. They just don't know how to do it. They haven't explored their body. You know what I mean? To do it. But in every huh?
Salud.
Okay, she was saying salute.
Salute.
Yeah, but yeah, everybody's a squirter. Just never experienced it or don't know how to go about it. But everybody's a squirter. Every female is a squirter.
Okay.
Every female is a squirter. Every female is a squirter.
Hey, Shan, I see your hand raised, and we want to talk to you, but I'm not gonna have this conversation with you while your daughter was on your back. So we got to work together on this. And I can't unmute you. Hold on, don't move, don't touch nothing. There you go.
I have my headphones in because I know how y'all get already, so she can't hear none of this.
So let me ask you, are you a squirter?
Not that I know of, I never have.
I'm really interested to hear what you have to say.
I'm trying to understand what it is with the dudes while y'all saying no. Like, I don't get, like, it's yours. I get it. If it was someone else's, but it's yours. Like, you know what you eat. You know how you clean yourself. Like, you should know yourself. So I feel like if you scorning your own stuff, like, something is wrong. It's yours.
It's a mental thing.
But then why is it not a mental thing with women?
I'm not really allowed to speak on this because I'm different than a lot of you motherfuckers in here. You know what I mean?
I don't know. Me, I taste my own stuff.
I'm a cross between B. Will, Mr. Waistline, and Jerome. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, I don't know. I taste my own stuff. So me kissing somebody after.
So you're not a squirter?
I would say no. I've never done it.
Do you? What is your opinion on what squirting is? Like, what is squirt? Is it piss? Is it not?
I never thought it to be piss. I thought it was some other form of lick. I wouldn't call it but see, the issue is because what hole does it come out of? That's the question.
Well, I mean, there's only two.
Right. So if it comes out the piss hole, I'm gonna say it's piss. If it doesn't, then it's
there's
not.
there's a reservoir where it comes out of.
But what I'm saying is, if it comes out the same hole as the piss come out, then it's piss.
So let me ask you something. You're bobbing your man off. You know what I'm saying? That some of that Maggie Simpson, right? Boom. Bop. The nigga he pop off, and the shit's on the side of your face. And you go to kiss him. If he kisses you back, do you really respect him?
Why wouldn't I respect it? It's
Like,
his.
His nut is on the side of your face.
He
It's
could
your
wipe
nut.
it off.
Like,
Wipe it off. Then tell me, is there? Wipe it
no,
off.
what
Like,
I'm saying, no, I'm saying at that moment, like boom, bow, and then he kisses you, and it's on. He tastes his own nut. You telling me you still respect this nigga? You just made me go mad. I don't use the word nigga on this show, but you just really made me go there. You telling me you respect this dude?
It's his.
Hey, she said she cool with it. She rather. I mean, she said
It's his. Like, we're not talking about somebody else's. It's his.
It's not
And
like
it's not like he drinking a cup of it. Like, it would happen in the moment of doing.
So would it make a difference if he drank a cup of it?
Yeah, because that's premeditated. Like, yeah, I'm gonna drink this cup. Like, that's totally different than it being in a moment of like. It's not the same thing.
All right, we got you. But what I want to do is I want to get a married couple in here real quick. So, Dwayne, you there? Dwayne, you there? All right, I guess his camera's still working on it right now. Mike, let's get some input from you because you sound like you cracking up over there. This is my homeboy from Jersey. Mike.
That nigga reading.
What's going on, man?
Right.
Tell us what your thoughts are.
He said,
yo,
nah.
hold on. Hey, Boogie.
Yo.
Let's holler at Dr. Love Jones. But Dr. Love Jones. Let me find you. I want to highlight you. A1, can you highlight him? I can't see him.
I got him. All right, I got him.
Before you go, I want to ask you a question. The fuck makes you a doctor, yo? Fuck everybody calling you Dr. Love Jones. You know what I'm saying?
We were gonna wait on, but okay.
Because I am that I am. What I mean is that I title myself Dr. Love Jones because I want to embody the energy of love. Love is one of the higher vibration of energy that we can feel, give, and act on. So it's in the mind, body, and soul. So that's why I decided to go love.
I'm going to pay women to sleep with you. And I'm gonna find out if you're really Dr. Love Jones. If you're not, nigga, I'm calling you the fuck out. Go ahead, Dr. Love Jones.
Anyways, to answer my question, listen, if she's able, as my man D Will said, if she's able to go out there and accept my little, I could kiss her on the mouth. Like, what the fuck? Like, it's not that big a fucking deal to me.
So when you say
I'm
kiss,
in the
are you
moment.
giving it a sloppy tongue or you giving it a peck like the Woody Woodpecker?
Like it's not premeditated. So at the end of the day, I'm kissing her. Like I'm not gonna sit here and say, "Oh, nah, don't do that," whatever. She swallowed that shit. Good job. Man, like, I'm not gonna turn my face away because you swallowed my children. Like you did that. I'm gonna
held it down. In other words.
So here's my so let me ask you. So I don't know you like you ever been with a squirter, but like there's different types of squirters. But like pow, all over your face, and you go to kiss her, and she's like, nah. Are you offended?
I don't know, because I've never had that type of experience. I've never
Boy.
Like
you've never had a squirter? And you call yourself a doctor of love? Bro, I'm muting you. No, you out. I'm muting you. Hey.
Oh gosh.
No. DJ Geronimo.
Can you
let's talk about this. You're the voice of reason here.
Wisdom. What's your
Hold
thoughts?
on. Yeah. Geronimo, I can't mute you on any of the ones.
All right.
Geronimo, do whatever you do to make us hear you.
Yo.
All right, we can hear you.
Go.
What's up? Talk to me.
So what's your thoughts on this topic?
I have none. Honestly, like I said, that's just something personal that because most of the people in here know the both of us, I just keep that to myself.
All right, that's respectful.
Respected.
All right, we got you, Dwayne. Since you're back on track, let's get a married man conversation.
Talk to me.
All right, you heard the topic?
No, I went to get my wine, so I was drinking. Get
All right.
my fridge.
So the topic is we know you're a married man, so we're not gonna say no names. If your woman is giving you oral sex and you bust a nut inside her mouth, and then she decides that she wants to kiss you, are you gonna kiss her?
Hell yeah, it's mine.
Spoken like a real man.
Make it come.
This is a respected man right here, y'all. Y'all
Nigga, I fuck with you. Like,
hey, one.
Yeah, man.
It's mine. Why I'm gonna scorn myself? But you know the wickedest thing? My wife, like, whenever, like, if I push my dick in her and take it out and try to push in her mouth, she's like, no, I don't want to take it. I'm like, so what? Why you do? Scorn yourself? No, but I don't want to taste myself. I'm like, yo, you crazy as that. But you know, well, hell, yeah, it's mine. Why I want to scorn me? No.
I think they call that double dipping, right?
Huh?
I think they call that double dipping. Women call that double dipping.
I guess, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right, big up, man. That's respect. Definitely. All right. So, I mean,
hey, Juan.
Yeah, man.
Let me ask you something. Is it cool if we talk to Uncle John?
Of course. That's my uncle. He looked like he ready to talk.
Uncle John, I want to ask your opinion about this.
Uncle John.
My opinion is, back in the day when I was doing it, I was in the Navy and I was drunk. Everything went.
Oh gosh.
Everything went. And a few times after I got out of the Navy.
So everything goes.
Everything goes.
Spoken like a true sailor.
Like you said. Filter.
Hey, there you go, Uncle. That's what I'm talking about. That is hilarious.
That's life. That's life.
I just think that you know, a lot of people are not in tune with themselves, and at the end of the day, I think you have to understand your body and the person that you're dealing with. So, you know, society's made it where people just, what's the norm is not the norm.
So, I mean, you know, the thing about it is, back in my day, I know the brothers scorned and said, no, man, I ain't doing anything like that. But you talk to the women, you get a different perspective.
So they telling the true story.
Exactly. I don't know. Maybe they're not telling the true story. Maybe they're exaggerating too, but I'm just going to take their word for it.
I got you.
Yo, so Uncle John, for my personal enjoyment, you're telling me you've come in a woman's mouth and then kissed her after?
Yes, sir.
Thank you.
John.
I just needed that. I
Yes,
just
sir.
want to
I
hear
mean,
it.
you know,
I love you. You're my spirit horse. You're my dude. I fuck with you.
Thank you, Uncle John. We got D. Williams that want to jump back in here.
Hey, yo, A1, before D Will, before you go, right? Just want to give a shout out to our cameraman, to Max. Max just jumped in. Just want to give a shout out while we're here. Like, he's not doing what he can't do everything he does, but yeah, definitely blessings.
Yeah.
Go ahead, D Will.
I think we got to unmute him real quick. Hold on.
Yeah.
You got it.
Yeah. I was just gonna say everything I've seen on squirting is when, like, if a woman squirts on a hard surface and you look at that squirt that's left over, it be yellow like piss. So in my opinion, when you look at that residue, if it look like piss, it is piss.
What happens if
D Will, let me ask you something. Obviously, you had a woman squirt on your face, right? Yes, yes, no?
Yes.
You ever swallow? You swallow it?
No, I ain't not swallow it.
Do you eat ass?
Say that again?
Do you eat ass?
I
that means yes.
I've been up there a little bit. I don't know if I've been.
It's only a centimeter away from the coochie. That's all it is.
Yo, don't go nowhere, D. Will. I want to set the pace, right? I want to make sure that it's clear. I have ate a woman that squirted on in my face, and she caught me like, pow! It caught me. I drank a little bit, but I was eating her ass while she did it. So I want to make sure. I want to make you feel comfortable. Like, don't worry about it. Like, there's no judgment. I am Mr. No Filter. I've done all of the above.
I mean, I don't have no judgment. I mean,
yo, hold on, brother. Let me talk to you. One time, right? I blasted off on this chick's mouth, right? I didn't know it was all good. As far as I knew, she swallowed everything. And when I went to kiss her, it wasn't in my mouth, but when I moved, the shit was on the side of my face. It's on the side of my face. The shit, like, I felt like less thugged out because like yo, look, I got an extended magazine in front of me. Like, I'm a gangster ass nigga. So I felt like she took a part of me, but then I realized it wasn't that big of a deal. And when I say this, I'm saying that I know that some of the dudes in here gonna be like, damn, fam. So I want you to be comfortable because I'm exposing myself. Talk to me.
I mean, I don't particularly. I mean, if a woman want me to eat her ass, I'll lick it. I mean, it's not like eating pussy. I mean, like eating pussy, I'll go in and enjoy that shit.
But you eat ass?
I'll lick it and try it a little bit.
That's actually what we call eating ass. Just so you know.
We call that a toss salad.
I mean, it not the same way that I eat with the ferocity of eating pussy. You know, get up there, have the tongue all up in there, doing tricks. You know, it's like with the ass, it's like, oh, let me just play with it a little bit.
Challenge accepted. Like, does it really matter if you swipe your tongue across the ass like this?
It's not the same.
Like, shit comes out, but it doesn't go back in.
But it's not the same. It's not the same as just little swipe, little peck. You know,
you make sure it's clean first before you start dipping in.
As far as going in with the tongue and hitting it,
yeah,
that's a whole different thing.
That's another freak level.
That's a whole different little freak level.
We got you, brother. So Miss Becky wants to join in. She said she got her stuff together. So
thank you. It's about damn time.
All right, so let's get to Becky. Becky, where you at, sweetie? Where you disappeared to? Okay.
Becky's dancing to something.
Oh shit.
Hi, you can hear me?
Yeah, man. Oh, the camera can't keep up with your butt, sweetie. Just to let you know.
Becky, let's go. Come on, let's go.
What we talking about?
Becky, are you a squirter?
No.
If your man was to nut in your mouth, you would kiss him?
All day, all night. Oh, fuck my brother then.
Too late.
I wasn't your sister. I was your sister twin.
So are you okay with your man? Are you okay with your man kissing?
Hey Juan, you gotta go. I can't do this. It's like literally, I can't do this. It's on you.
He can kiss me. He can do whatever he wants to do to me.
No, I love Becky.
No, let me prove.
All right. All right.
Okay, I serious. I mean, my mic been fucking up all night, so I had to.
So Becky,
talk to me.
So hold on. So let me ask you this. Mm-hmm. Your man there, and he's sucking you out, and everything wet.
And what happened? Everything wet, and what happened?
Never mind. I realized who I was talking to, and this is not how the show goes.
Everything wet. This is no filter, right? Everything wet, and what happened?
No. So let me ask you, where's your limit?
What limit? We going all night. Once we get ahead of
you, there is no limit.
Hey, give me some ice. Bring me some ice, Papa. Because I need a next
Yo,
drink.
hey, Mr. Waistline, this is how we need to do our show, where when we need a drink, somebody pours it. If we need ice, somebody does it. So listen, Becky, I'm gonna let you take over. Clearly, you're doing things better than we doing.
Oh, lado. Mira, thank you, Papa. That was fast. Cheers to the motherfucking bartender.
Yo, so Becky, stay with me. Let me ask you on the other side. So you give your man some head, he comes in your mouth.
He come in my mouth, whopping, they going down. Why you gonna come in my mouth?
I've never been stuck on the show, but literally you said it, and I was like, yeah, I'm wasting
you wasting the cum. If you want waste the cum, then go someplace else and waste the bed or something. Don't come in my mouth and you want me spitting back out. Come in my mouth. Cheers.
Oh gosh, I love you.
I got nothing.
You know.
Yes, anything.
Yo, hold on. Yo, Becky.
Talk to me.
No, Becky, stay there. I gotta fuck with somebody else real quick.
Okay, talk to me, baby. Talk to me.
Hold on, J Aura.
Okay.
We come back to you, Becky. We come back
J
to
to
you.
the Aura.
JR, what's going on, sweetie?
Do you want to talk about this, or you good?
I am so out of my element because I don't take it in the face or the mouth. So I'm gonna let y'all have that.
You actually suck dick?
Oh, I'm a headmaster. I just don't take it in the face or the mouth. I swallow
All right,
inches. That's not the problem.
But that doesn't exclude you. So, are you a squirter?
I have, yes.
So,
Yes,
let's just say.
Oh gosh.
But we're doing that J Ray shit, right? And the sister son. So listen.
That's my girl.
So your man is eating your box, right? Pop.
Right.
You pop off.
Okay.
Are you kissing them?
Well, I mean, if I'm squirting, that's pee mixed in with that shit. So I'd be like, yo, I need you to back up. Like, I'll warn him. I wouldn't.
So you would not kiss your man if you squirted in his mouth?
I wouldn't want to squirt in his mouth. I mean, if that's his thing, you know.
Well, if he's doing it right, you can't help it.
I wouldn't say that I wouldn't kiss him. I mean, I like my asshole licked. I'm gonna kiss him after that too because I know I wash my asshole.
So if he eats your ass, you would kiss him?
You damn right. I wash my ass.
But
very
you're
well.
not sure if you would kiss him after you squirted.
Just because it's urine mixed in it, I don't know.
So urine mixed in is not as bad as shit. I mean,
if you want to call it that, but just like any part of the body, I mean, if you clean it well enough, you should be wanting to kiss after you. That's your shit.
But why would you?
That's not nobody.
Why would you be cool if you ate your ass? But if you squirted, you would not want to like. No.
Well, like I said, in my past experiences, I like stopped them. I like backed them up. I wouldn't do it in their face, so I can't honestly say whether I would or not because I didn't put myself in the situation.
So you
to
like
have to or to make that decision.
So you knew when it was about to happen, so you just stopped it. Is that what it is?
Yeah, I push them back.
Okay.
Because I don't take it in the face or mouth. So it's like I'm trying to give you the same.
So let me ask you something. What if he actually enjoys when you squirt in his face and his mouth?
Then I would. If that's what he likes, I would.
But then when he tries to kiss you, what you gonna do?
I'd still kiss him. Okay. At the end of the day, it's my body. So it's like I clean myself, especially when it comes to sex. There's a lot of women who are very particular about the cleanliness of their bodies when they're with their mates because of the types of levels and things that they enjoy doing.
Yeah, that's true.
Somebody who does anal sex on a regular is going to be a pro at cleaning out their asshole. They like that. They used to that. So they're going to give you all the tips and the tricks.
Yeah, but love,
you know
with all due respect, right? I'm not saying that I'm a freak. All I'm saying is that it's not healthy to do an enema every day. But anal sex is not really that bad.
But I mean, most doctors would suggest that you not have anal sex every day.
First of all, what the fuck is you smoking, yo?
Oil.
You got that Oreo? I'm fucking with that Angry Bird right now. Right. All right. Let's continue.
So
you want to relate to all our people. So
it sounds about everybody's like 50-50 on the situation. Some people, they say that, you know, they're grown, so they prefer that it doesn't matter. Then you got those that just like, nah, it ain't happening. Is that what I'm getting?
Yo, can I jump in? Vanesco. And I'm asking you because cultures are different.
Damn right.
And I also know you.
Mm-hmm.
So if you pop off in your girl's mouth, I guess the first question is, are you really trying to kiss her? Because a lot of real dudes are not even trying to kiss the woman, but are you even trying to kiss her?
Damn right, I will.
Okay.
That's my shit.
You cool with it?
That's a grown.
I'm cool with it. I mean, we guys, you go in and you go also eat. You eat pussy, right?
Yeah.
You eat the same damn thing.
No, but not when you eat pussy, you're not eating nut.
You're not eat. How you know?
You pre-cum. You pre-cum and everything else all
You
up in there.
damn
Yes,
right.
do.
You
Yes, you
pre-cum.
do.
You eat that. You could taste that shit when you're doing it. I come
I'll
from
be
a
honest.
culture where
I don't know. I do not know what a man's cum tastes like. so I can't. I'm not knocking you. I'm just saying, like, I don't know.
Well, you taste the woman's, right? When you're doing it, she come. Pre-cum, whatever cum it is.
It's all
Have you
mixed
ever had a
in.
woman squirt on your face?
Definitely. The thing is,
like
I
in
come.
your
You know me, Mr. No Filter. I come from a different culture that is kind of reserved, and sometimes we don't talk about shit like this.
Just real quick, not to get off the subject, but when I was at the other spot at the radio station, you jumped in as Mr. Vanesco. So I think it's cool that everybody, because there was a few people who wanted to know who you are and see your face. So it's cool that you showed your face tonight. So we appreciate it.
Thank you.
We talked about this, but I'm gonna tell you that tonight I'm awarding you the you're a member of the Concupiscent Club, you nasty motherfucker. And also D Will, you're part of the Concupiscent Club. There's a few more women I'll talk to, but like, yeah, because y'all motherfuckers. Jeez. So Vanesco, do you eat ass?
I haven't done it before, but I wouldn't say I wouldn't.
With your wife or with your mistress?
Mr. No Filter, don't go there. You know me from. You know me.
I was trying to fuck with you. So here's what I'm asking, right?
Mm-hmm.
Cameroon.
Oh, definitely. I won't say I wouldn't, because I mean, you never know.
So what I'm asking is, when you say I haven't, but I would, and you're a married man, like, if you're with your wife and you got 2 kids, why the fuck haven't you, like, you know what I'm saying? Just swiped across it, like you know, like how you just swipe, just real quick, just swipe.
I think, like somebody said, it's a couple of centimeters apart. So whatever you do, you're gonna taste some shit.
Hey, Boogie,
right?
He's my buddy, but take over. Like, I don't want to say too much. Like,
I mean, the man said he's the. I mean, to be honest with you, like if you eating her out, you're gonna at some point taste her ass. You know what I'm saying?
Definitely.
Whether you realize it or not, it depends how long your tongue is. You know, there's this motion. Depends how you got her legs up in the air. Like, it's gonna happen. So a lot of dudes,
so real quick, does every man in here agree that ass tastes like metal? I'm not saying I've tasted. I'm asking a question.
It tastes like iron, man.
Like, A1 put me on the spot. I mean, but I'll take it. You know what I'm saying? You know, on the real shit about it, right? So one of the things we do when we do this is we want to talk about things that people don't want to talk about, or well, they want to talk about but they don't. But also we want to educate. And I'm gonna just speak from my personal opinion. Pardon the glare and the fact that my eyes are small. But realistically speaking, you know, and this goes back to the first topic. I think a big part of what we do is to satisfy our significant other. You know, and a lot of the conversation we have talks about a significant other, not just a side piece or whatever. So I think that I don't judge anybody in this room. I don't give a fuck what it is you're doing. I don't give a fuck if you are, and we don't discuss, 3 things we don't discuss is religion, politics, and homosexuality. But if you're gay in here or you do gay acts, I don't judge you when you are satisfying your significant other. I do think that a lot of people misunderstand a lot of these things. There's certain things I would not do, but I'm not judging you for doing it. But you know, squirting, you know, there's no real scientific information on whether squirt is piss or cum. I can tell you that men like it because it's a sign that the woman is actually having an orgasm, unless she's just peeing on you and fronting. But a lot of times, like men will fuck a woman, make her nut, and be like, well, bitch niggas. We'll be like, did you come? And squirting gives them a sense of security that they made her come. And in my opinion, when you're in a passionate situation, if you come in a woman's mouth in the heat of the situation, it's not a question. If you asked me in the heat of the situation where I did, I'll tell you I don't really know. Because when I'm fucking, I'm fucking. And when we're doing what we're doing behind closed doors. That's why I don't fuck with everybody or certain women, because when I'm in a passionate moment, I'm not caught up in the, oh my God, I came in her mouth and now I can't kiss her. Like, you're doing what you're doing. I prefer if the spotlight was not really on me right now, but I'm gonna keep it a buck. I'm a grown ass man. When I say I've done some things, sometimes I didn't know I was doing it, but I ended up there. One time I was in a situation, and
you was young and needed the money.
Well, sort of. Like, actually, I didn't switch the camera. I usually switch it when it's on the spotlight, but let me switch it. I was in a situation, whatever happened, and it was okay. Let me keep it a buck. We was G'ing off a chick, right? We was training this motherfucker. Nutted, all over her, walked out, and my homeboy walked in and sucked her titties after I nutted on. So keeping that, so keeping the buck. But are we gonna judge this dude? Because based on all of what we said, it wasn't a big deal. So it's not a big deal because it's yours or it's not yours. Because a lot of the dudes in here have G'd off somebody. That's all I'm saying is we kept it to a point of me, like you and your significant other. But realistically, it's fucking nut. If you in an orgy, D Will, don't stop smiling. But if you're in the situation, right? Like, it is what the fuck it is. At what point does it make a difference? Because if I don't like mine, I don't like yours. So I think that what I'm basically saying is we got to understand the level of nastiness. Because when you do one thing, you're doing all of it. And no, Dwayne, I see your face, but I'm gonna tell you that when you're a freak, like, you a married man, bro. When you in the situation, if you've done that shit with 4 different women, your shit is questionable. I actually have not. I haven't done most of the things I'm saying, but I'm saying that I don't want to get into a box of judging people. You know what I mean? Like, if you've ate a bitch ass, you might as well have ate all clean ass. Not dirty ass, but clean ass. You know what I'm saying? If you've kissed a chick after you've nutted in her mouth, unless you're dating a virgin You've kissed 4 or 5, maybe 7, 12, 14 women who's had somebody nut in their mouth. Maybe not right after, but it is what the fuck it is. And I just think that I think that everybody needs to let go of their fucking hangups and keep it real. I'm not telling you to change your beliefs. I'm saying keep it fucking real, man. Because a lot of the motherfuckers is nasty as hell, but won't admit it in public. But behind their friends' back, they doing nasty ass shit. Pardon me,
Uncle John.
Mrs. No Filter wants to say something real quick.
Okay.
Okay, so I'm starting from the beginning where Taj, if you don't mind, go ahead, repeat the question, and then I'm gonna just dissect it in a way.
Okay. Hold on, give me a second. Let me go back to it word for word. Do you kiss your significant other after oral sex?
Okay. Me personally, of course, I mean, in order to be fucking with me, that means I'm like literally I'm into you. This isn't a rando whatever. Like I'm not just meeting you at the club and I'm letting you bust off in my mouth and XYZ and la la la. So me personally, hell yeah. I'm with the shits. Like if I fucks with you, I fucks with you because I know what I'm able to do to you and you're gonna accept that shit. Whether you ask for it or not, it's gonna happen. I will squirt in your mouth. I will squirt. I will slap you in the fucking face. You're gonna take it for what it is. Get mad if you want to get mad, but that's your fucking problem. That's not mine. You pleased me to the point where I got there. But if you eat ass, and you know me, Taj, you know I'm with the books. Like you already know, I've been writing shit down the whole entire time. Everyone's been talking. I've been doing research, so. Here's like the politically correct segment. If you eat ass, I don't see why there is a problem. There shouldn't be a problem. I mean, you do what you do. If you're pleasing that person is pleasing you. Here we are. Let's go. Should you? You should kiss after ejaculating. I mean, like, shorty took it from you. Don't be fucking mad. Like. She probably cummed in your mouth. She probably slapped you in the face with the shit and you didn't even fucking know it, but you sat there and you took that shit. Take it like a G. We take it like a G as well. All of a sudden, sometimes dudes don't know when they're actually going to like fully explode. We take it. Oh well. So what? Deal with it.
So wait, Lou. If a man eats your ass, you'll kiss him after?
I know my ass is clean and I'm good. What's up?
Right? If you
I'm
eat your
good.
ass, you gotta be able to kiss her.
What's up?
No, I'm saying if your man eats your ass, you gotta be able to kiss her. That's what I said.
Okay. I also have a question, not to be answered at this very moment, but the question I wrote down after listening to everyone was like, what is the difference of a woman squirting and a man ejaculating? That's a personal, everyone think of that question to yourself. We could maybe answer that later. But think about the times where men, I'm talking to you guys, think about the times when, y'all like stick y'all fingers in our mouths and then y'all finger us and then y'all do all this other extra shit or whatever, right? After that, y'all end up putting y'all same fingers in our fucking mouths. Do you feel like that's not a problem for us? Some women, I believe, and I can only speak for myself, I don't have a problem with that. Fuck, I know what the fuck I taste like. I'm good. But think about that. Like, it's like, I always look at things like as a fair trade. Y'all stick y'all fingers in our mouths and then y'all like go into our vagina and then y'all put it back in our mouths sometimes. And y'all, it's not because this is what you taste like, but it's more of like, it's a sexual thing. It's like, you like to see how she reacts. You like to see like, ooh, like, I ain't gonna do it, but blah, blah, blah. Okay? You know what I'm saying? But there was more to it. Hold on, because I definitely wrote this down. I'm still flipping through pages that I've written. Okay. As far as the squirting, I'm a squirter personally, but TMI, I don't give a fuck because it takes a lot to get here regardless. But the squirting. So survival to live longer. And this is based off of research that I've done as we've been speaking, as we've been on the live tonight. Survival to live longer, urine is not toxic to the human body. There's no judgment. 95% of urine is like, it's water, and then it said sterile, but like, I'm not gonna speak too much on that part, but it is safe to drink. It does replenish the loss of water. 5%.
If you don't want me to jump in my car and drive to your house, like, work with me a little bit.
We are still in quarantine, motherfucker. And let me tell you, it's way past fucking 11 o'clock and I live in Orange County. So,
you know, I don't give a fuck. So, anyway, go ahead.
But we're not going. So, I mean, technically, I'm speaking of urine itself, because it seems like urine is the problem when it comes to squirting and ejaculation and stuff like that. But urine is actually safe to drink, replenishes a lot the loss of water. 5% is compromised to adverse, the collection of waste, which is more the mixture of like nitrogen, potassium, calcium. Too much can cause an issue. I was like scribbling like a motherfucker. So on the flip side, because a lot of men think that like women are when women squirt, that it's mostly like urine, Semen, on the other hand, we could talk about that for a second, because y'all producing it and shit, we're taking it. Well, some of us
can I ask you something? So I can ask you something. Being that urine is kind of, I guess you could say, sterile, is like a man's sperm, swallowing a man's sperm, is it worse than a woman, like swallowing a woman's squirt?
See, I'm not even gonna come for you like that, but that's not something that I would.
You're not gonna do what? You're not gonna do what?
No, I'm not gonna do you the way like I would.
I just want to hear you say it again, because I've been at home alone for a long time, and it sounds good.
Good night, Tosh. So, semen, we're gonna speak about a little bit of semen real quick. It's actually some people, there's nothing unhealthy about semen. So for the men who has spoken tonight that feels like, oh, well, I'm not going to do that because if y'all feel like that's on some fussy shit because I'm Jamaican at the end of the day. And I used to think like, you know what, if you can fuck me in my body, like you can do it to a man as well. I've grown up. I do what I do. I know who it is that I'm dealing with. But as far as the semen wise goes, it's not unhealthy for the man or the women. We're going to speak more of the women because I know a lot of you guys already. However, there is some type of a reaction that some people are actually allergic to semen. So if you decide that you just want to squirt in a girl's mouth and next thing you know, you have to call 911, don't be upset. Don't feel no type of way. It's actually called seminal plasma hypersensitivity, AKA HSP. I'm not a nurse. I literally look up all this stuff or whatever, but there is such thing. So for women who, if you don't feel comfortable with ejaculation in your mouth and taking it all in or whatever, like men, listen to what I'm saying. Do not get upset with the woman if she doesn't feel comfortable. It is what it is. You know what I'm saying? We don't have to accept shit. Just the same way, y'all don't have to accept when we squirt on y'all face. But I tell you, if it fucking come, you just got the deal. You know what I mean? So I can only speak for myself. And
can you stop? Like I'm gonna be honest. I got a slight erection right now. Like, can you just work with me a bit?
Listen.
Oh God.
All right, good.
Like I come this, this is.
I'll be back.
Okay, so
I'll be back.
Well, no, don't leave yet, because I guess this will turn you on or turn you off or whatever sense away. But if this is the case, like, you guys, we are all adults at the same time, and I know for a fact, not everybody is getting themselves tested. They're not checking themselves properly. Us as like African Americans, different cultures or whatever. Like if you are sexually involving yourself with someone, son, there's no fucking reason why you shouldn't get tested. And you know what I'm saying? For personal no use. Like, if you know you good and you fucking with a rando, that's your motherfucking problem when you fuck with shit. And you know what I'm saying? If shit happens, you deal with it.
Can I ask you something real quick?
Sir.
So, you're single, right?
I am very single. Don't let the ring fool you. I do the rings because like niggas is stupid.
I want to ask a question. So
apparently it helps because
in my opinion, if you're single, I think the quarantine has been going on for like a month and a half. So are you not fucking?
I'm not fucking, and I'm not fucking like, I'm not that type of girl where I'm like, oh, well, happily I'm single. Happily I'm by myself. Happily I'm fucking myself. Yo, let me tell you, my guy. Okay?
I'm on my knees. Go ahead. I'm listening.
Listen, yeah. Happily, I'm by myself. I'm single because I've been doing a mental space, especially during quarantine, mental evaluation, or like, you know, this self-evaluation, like how I view myself, the things that I think of, like it's an experiment, not a weird experiment, but I call it an experiment because it's not something that I do on a normal basis. However, I know personally deep down, I'm 30. I just turned 30. I don't have any children. I have everything that I want in my life and I can't complain, except the fact that I don't share my life with someone. I don't have any children. That's the things that I want in my life. Everything else, I can't fucking complain. I do for my own. However, I know that I don't want to, at this point in my life, I don't want to involve myself with just any and anybody. I have a lot to offer. Like, yo, don't let this
swallow like a random nigga's nut. Like, what do you mean?
I get with the shit, you know. I get busy, but at this moment, I'm good by myself until I feel like someone is not worth necessarily my value.
I want to ask you something. So, I think like the dudes in here are cool with nutting every woman's mouth. Are you, as a woman who's a squirter and you admitted to being a squirter, are you comfortable with just squirting everybody's mouth?
I don't give a fuck. That's your problem, not mine. I'm good. I'm not gonna squirt in your mouth if something's wrong with me. Like if I have a yeast infection, my nigga, I'm not even fucking. Like, get out of here. I'm a woman. I'm a human. Shit happens, you know? But if things happen, hey, you know what? Pat on your motherfucking back because you made a bitch squirt, because trust me, that's not easy.
I didn't mean to cut you. I was as you were talking, I was having like a few moments.
Fine, you're fine. That was majority of basically all the information that I had so far. I wouldn't want to, you know, that was that educational minute with Lou, know what I mean? But I'm good. Aside from that, I feel like y'all got the answers. Y'all, I mean, I answered the question that was answered at the end of the day, and that's just what it is. Yo, dudes, come, like, squirting is not bad. Save a life. Fuck, you might be dehydrated. A bitch might save your fucking life. That's all I got.
But here's what I'm saying is, why do you have that energy for squirting, but not the same energy for, hey, dudes, kiss her after you come in her mouth?
That's up to them, because you know what? Yo, Taj, real talk? Real talk? Okay, naturally, depending on how a guy takes care of themselves, and I believe that a lot of women could agree with me, but if not, it's okay because I speak on personal experience. When a nigga comes in my mouth, and even if I allow him, that's one thing, I have to allow you, but you come in my mouth and it don't taste right, guess what? Don't worry about me. Taj, wait.
Sorry, my bad.
Don't worry about me trying to kiss you after, because I bet you in 2.2 seconds, baby, I'm getting up and I'm going to the bathroom and I'm washing my mouth out before I even come back to the bed to continue.
I'm on a high pineapple diet, so we're good. You know what I mean?
That pineapple shit is sometimes bullshit.
I was joking. I know that I was joking. I'm a pescatarian, so don't worry about it.
That's cute and dandy. You can eat greens. You know, asparagus make your urine smell stink like rank. I don't care. It doesn't matter.
That is very.
I feel like I'm yelling because I'm super passionate in what it is.
That's cool. That's what we want. There's no filter.
No, everybody's appreciating your information, sweetie. So you.
No, you're great.
I'm just saying. I'm just saying that, like, men, it's okay if a girl squirts in your mouth. Fuck it, you might be dehydrated. You never fucking know. It might help you to fucking work all day the next day. Who knows? But for women as well, Sean, stop it. I'm almost done with this fucking Ray nephew, okay?
All right, so let's.
But
I got a shot for hey Boogie. I know you want to move it on. I got a question. I want to ask a fucked up question, and I apologize, brother. Judge me. For the women in the room, what does the guys' cum taste like? And the reason I ask is because they tell you eat pineapples, it tastes better. Eat this and it tastes better. What the like? Is there really a difference? Like, what the fuck does it taste like?
It tastes
I don't know.
toxic.
I'll never know. What? It tastes like what?
I said it tastes toxic. I was joking.
No, I just think like mine tastes like antibacterial, like because the amount of vodka that I've been drinking. Like mouthwash, and that's not technically a bad thing. So I'm just curious. We're supposed to, listen, here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna wrap this up, right? But we're not gonna end the show. What we're gonna do is we're working on this thing called No Filter After Dark, where we kind of continue the conversation on some fucked up shit, and nobody has to feel funny about what they say. You know what I mean? So hey Boogie, is that cool? Like we're working on it, so
Absolutely.
we should probably wrap this up, but we don't have to stop. But I'm just saying, Mrs. No Filter, you're not the only woman in here. I would like to know what somebody tell me what nut tastes like. I'm never gonna deal with it. But perhaps we can move that to
The after hours.
After dark.
Yeah,
Leave that for after
Geronimo's gone. Yeah, we move to the No Filter After Dark. For anybody who's interested, if y'all want, we can leave it up, or I can start a new Zoom and send it out to you. It's up to y'all.
No.
Yo, y'all motherfuckers can go to bed.
Ain't nobody got to go to work. Everybody working from home.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. For after dark, and I'm sorry to do this right now, but like for after dark, you should always leave it in this chat. The only thing, turn off the YouTube. You know what I mean? And
I'm
that's it.
I'm already about to do that, so we're good.
Yeah. So then you don't need to start a new Zoom off of that.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, but I don't want no bitch motherfuckers in. I don't want nobody in the After Dark sitting here quiet. Like when you're in, you're participating.
Yeah. So how the after dark works is you don't have to have your camera on. It's everyone's mic is available to talk. We talk freely, so there's no restrictions. So this is basically something that you can talk without having to have your face exposed, and then basically just talk to talk.
Yo, real quick, right? I'm looking at the faces. So Shan, do you remember how this concept came about? No, I'm at the spotlight. Yeah, there you go. Do you remember how this concept came about? All right, I'll leave you alone.
Yes, I do.
Right. So we're working on it. I'm gonna jump back out of it. Here, I'll spot myself. So I want to move into that next category where we continue this conversation, and I don't have to worry about. Like, let's just talk. Lou, if everybody else leaves, I want you to stay. D Will, if everybody else leaves, I want y'all to stay because I know we gonna talk that shit.
Dwayne, if you want to stay, bro, I don't know if you got to work tomorrow.
Yes.
Will.
Shan, you too. Hey, real quick, hey Boogie.
Becky, you can turn your music down. We want to hear what you got to say tonight, sweetie.
Vanesco, don't go nowhere. Hey, real quick, right? I want to shout out to my unruly family. She been sitting there quiet with the blanket.
Miss
BBX3.
Yeah.
I appreciate you jumping in because I know you was partying just earlier. And you can stay in for this after hours shit. You know what I mean? This after dark.
So
Just know that you might have to put a pillow between your legs when we're done. Because we don't play that bullshit, you know.
So I definitely want to give a shout out to my uncle, Uncle John. You know, definitely appreciate you. He actually called me, I think, 2 days ago or something like that. This is a person that, I mean, when I was going through some tough situations, he's got that old spirit that kind of just like re-enlightens, you know, just stuff that, you know, when you deal with a person that's been through life, you really, when you speak with them, you realize how much you haven't been through life. So, you know, I just want to say thank you for all the education and just positive information.
Yo, brother, is Geronimo gone?
Yeah, he's gone.
All right.
And also my homeboy, Mike P. You know, I definitely want to say bless up, brother.
Mike P. 99
Yeah, we got no, there you go. There you go. Blessing. Tammy Hess, Dr. Love, Run Tune, BBX3, J Ray, Miss Becky, Dada, my uncle. Taj, I don't know how to say your friend's name, Vanesco.
Yes, sir.
All right. We just want to say everybody and all those listening on YouTube, all those that like what you saw, please go to YouTube, hit the like button, share the information. We grow.
Follow.
Yes, please follow, share the information.
Like and subscribe. Please like and subscribe. Actually, if you watch this, if you were on this and you want to go back and see how you looked or what you sounded like, go to the No Filter Family YouTube page. I actually put a link in here for tonight's show, so go check it out. With that being said, right, it's 12 o'clock. Hey, Boogie, I don't care whether we play music or not. I like to end every show the same way.
Well, I want to take a shot.
And let's take a shot and then play music and then we can come on.
No, Geronimo's gone. So we're gonna take this shot. We're gonna take this shot, and there's a lot of people whose cameras are not on. I think you should go to bed. If you want to stay in and talk real, I'm not holding back anymore.
This is the after hour. Your camera.
You're experiencing after dark. We call it nocturnal emissions. If you stay in here, you on your own.
No whole bars.
Oh, wait.
No judgment zone.
Got my shot glass. Damn.
Let's roll.
All right. I got
my
the
people.
I got the titties. Look at it. Look. All right. Let's go.
Episode 43, all right? Bob?
All right.
Hold on. Hey, Boogie. Is it cool? Can I say it?
Of course. I was about to say it for you, but go ahead.
Listen, anybody can piss on the floor. If you want to impress me, you got to shit on the ceiling. Let's move to After Dark. If you're in here, I do not give a fuck about your feelings. I'm cursing. I'm saying whatever I feel like. You're in here on your own. Yo, Becky.
Oh, my God.
Bro.
So, Becky, so let me ask you, with all that shit you're doing, what's really going on?
There's no filter.
Okay, let me move on this music. That is motherfucker. Just shut the fuck up. Let me fuck up. What's going on? Oh, yo.
So, Miss Becky, what goes on with you while you in the fucking while you in the prison and shit? These niggas be trying to fuck you? You gotta turn your music down. I'm gonna have to mute you.
Let me go outside. Let me go outside.
Turn it down.
It's still on Facebook Live.
No, I got you. I'm about to switch it off of the YouTube too. I'm trying to get it rolling so I can move on.
That shit off, please.
Got you.
Oh, I need some beer. Oh my God.
This looks like it's about to be a very interesting conversation. But YouTube is still live. It's still there. Okay, I don't know what just happened.
Sorry.
Shit happens.
All right, so just bear with us. We just getting ready to get a YouTube.